Good afternoon, everybody. How are you guys doing today? How's the start of everybody's weekend? Everybody doing good? I hope. Pray. You know. We're doing alright over here. Trying anyways. You know. Same old, same old. It's carp. It's carp. What's carp? Oh, it's crap. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. It's crap. Your weekend's going crappy. Don't let it happen, man. Nah, it's fine. Our weekend's kind of going downhill too. It's fine. Like real talk, it sucks. It sucks, but making it work. They're blue. They worked. Thanks for the test there, Marana. We're trying to make it work. Oh, how are you doing, Mana? It's been a long time since we've seen you. Well, since we've seen you alive.
Hello, Goten.
Hello, Morgan. Medical
How are
stuff
you?
is kicking your ass all over the place. Yeah, I feel your pain, man. I feel your pain, Mana. It's the same for us.
What are you playing?
Do what?
What are you playing?
Nothing. Just chatting.
What the fuck?
Just
Hi,
chatting
Mana.
right now.
Mana's here.
Mana's in chat. Marana's
you
in chat.
fuck. Haven't seen you forever. And Marana should get on Discord sometime so we can have an actual conversation. She's missed.
She's taking. She is missed. I know. She's taking care of the little one though.
I get you. I'm just popping in to say hi.
Oh hi! I see you there playing Insurgency Sandstorm.
I am.
The game I can't play. Cause you know reasons. We can't play Insurgency Sandstorm because it'll drive me insane. Can't while making food. Sorry. Yep. What's going on there? Oh, but yeah, no, I feel you there, man. Medical stuff is beating the crap out of us too. In fact, I actually just threw out a tweet about it. Like, it's hey little buddy, stop trying to hide and just come here. That's not how we do, man. Come here. Here, right?
Hi.
No. And we don't do that either. We do not yell into the microphone. You can just say hello.
Hiya.
There you go. Come here. Ah! You gotta be nice, man. There are people with headphones in and stuff. No. Oh, man. How are you doing? What are you doing down here?
Mom told me to come down here.
She told you to come down here? I don't believe you. That smirk says otherwise. Also, your glasses are super filthy. Give me these. Good God, man. How can you see? How do you see with glasses like this? How do you guys with glasses do it? Come to steal your PC. He's come to steal my PC. No, I don't want that, man. You can't have my computer yet. You can't have it yet.
Right now.
You want it right now? Don't
Yes.
encourage. Mana, don't encourage. Don't do it.
I want everything.
Calm down.
I want it
Calm
I
down.
want everything off.
Calm down. You want to go take a nap right now?
No.
Then calm down. It's not quite nap time yet. Hey, what did I say?
Don't give me the microphone.
Sorry. I also said to calm down.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, baby, but Papa's not in the mood. Papa is not in the mood right now. Don't. Let go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nobody to say hello back. When you can read, when you master the art of reading, there you go. Now you can see. No, you cannot. They don't stay in your ear.
Well, I'm doing upstairs.
You're gonna go back upstairs? All right, go ahead. Go ahead. And away goes the Dark Lord, everyone. Nyom. Yeah, no, as I was saying, I literally just got through putting out a tweet about it. Like, it's rough trying to survive in the States on disability income. It's painful. For those of you out there who manage it, fucking legends, man. Also, most of the people who do that are generally single individuals. You know, they're not trying to raise a family of 3. That's when it gets real rough. But yeah, no, it's I feel you there, man. I feel you. Medical has been kicking our ass too. The last 2 months have been really medical intensive. In terms of cost. Not really in terms of like stuff. In fact, we got more stuff coming up this week too, which may affect our streaming schedule. So you guys keep an eye out for that. I'll obviously keep everybody up to date on Twitter and the Facebooks and all the stuff. Oh no, did I click the feels stream? I'm not ready for the feels. Nah, we're just kind of chatting, man. What's up, Jar Jar? Kind of chatting. Don't know what we're gonna play today. Not sure. But it's one of those things. Like, this week has been rough, man. It's been rough. It's been a rough week. Good week in terms of like feeling okay, but it's been rough. You're enjoying the Dog Days event? I was going to ask about that. Yeah, for those of you in the Warframe world who don't know, Digital Extreme just put out an event for summer called Dog Days of Summer. From what I understand, it's hysterical. I've seen the clips of Dathum and her lovely I want to drink with a pink umbrella in it. It's fucking hysterical. But yeah, no, I hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm probably gonna do that later tonight. I'm gonna actually get into the event and have fun with that. But yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it there, Jar Jar. In simple terms, you're having mental health fun. Ooh, that's no good. Maybe caused by medication. I'm not surprised by that. Not clear to which, whether it's amplifying it or it's the medicine. Oof. Ooh, ouch, man. I'm sorry, man. That's rough. That's rough. Yeah, no. I'm not. That doesn't surprise me though. The medication causing problems, whether it's amplifying it or it is the problem or vice versa. That doesn't surprise me. Well, welcome. I mean, we're both military. You understand. Like, welcome to how the military solves problems. They throw meds at you until it's gone, or you're broken beyond repair. But the 3 infections on top of that is rough. That's brutal. That's super brutal. It's not the military this time. What? The military's stuck in the middle. Oof. Oof. What the hell are the civvy doctors doing? Or maybe the civvy doctors are like, look, we're trying to correct whatever the military did to you. Give us a moment. This might take some time. But let's be real. Let's be real. There's no fixing what the military did to you. And did to me. There's no fixing that. There's no fixing what they do to your brain. There's only coping. It's holy. Oh, wow. The consultants. That's terrible. Slap. Ah. Man is not a fan. Man is not a fan. I'm getting slapped over here. Oh, but yeah. So we had some games on the docket for the day, but I don't see any of the people that are supposed to come play them with us. So that might fall to the wayside. We may end up doing Warframe early. Who knows? I'm a lifer, not a lightweight. Hey. Be nice. Be nice. What games do I have you could join? Well, we were thinking of, well, it's Saturday, so it's chill stuff there, Jar Jar. So we either jump back into Sky Factory 4, which we haven't touched in a while. Space Engineers. We were even thinking we have a group together to play Visceral Cleanup, which none of us have played yet. Just chill stuff like that, you know. Just chill things. It's really a random day. It's literally just a freaking crapshoot of whatever we feel like. But I thought, like I said in the title, I thought I'd start the day just kind of chilling and having a nice conversation with you guys. Oh, and, you know, helping me wake up. The boring stuff. Look here. It's just not action stuff. Well, not that kind of action. You have Minecraft, but I don't think you want me. Oh, you don't know. I mean, I don't know. I have Wolf, so you can't be much worse. / better. I don't know. Mr. Wolf is hysterical to play survival games like that with. Absolutely hysterical. You shall make a cuddly creeper farm? Go for it. Just keep it way over there. Like, we're in Sky Factory. We started on a single block of dirt, man. I've built a small world around a single block of dirt. Please keep your creeper farm to yourself. You just played through MC Gold? As in Mech Commander Gold? It shall reign above. Nice. We were talking about that yesterday, actually, Minnow. We were talking about, like, me and Godfather and Taco were talking about we'd love Microsoft to come back and make a new Mech Commander game. That'd be great. That'd be amazing. Mech Commander is one of my favorite strategy games. Or tactical. I guess technically it's a tactical game. But either way, it's one of my favorites. It's awesome. Those of you who haven't played it, I recommend it. Highly recommend it. Even if you're new to like tactical games, or you don't like those kind of games, you'd probably enjoy Mech Commander. It's really good in terms of story and stuff like that. It's really good for its time. Like, think about it. It was done early 2000. Early 2000, almost 20 years ago, and it's amazing. It still holds up today. It still holds up today in terms of like what it is. It's free, and there's a mod for 1080p. There you go. there you go. Mana with the information hookup. Look at that. Oh man. Sorry. Something's tickling my nose. I don't want it. I don't want to sneeze my brain all over the floor. I like my brain where it is. Slide that stuff off my desk. There we go. Don't need it. Oh. Do I have DOS 2? Oh, you mean the emulator. Yeah, you don't need it for that. So Microsoft made all of their MechWarrior games freeware. So you can just download them for free. Divinity. Oh, you mean Divinity Original Sin 2. Let me look. Let's take a peek. I think I do. I have some of the Divinity. I haven't played them. I have them to play with you guys, actually. I just haven't gotten there yet. I don't have 2. I have the original and the enhanced edition. I don't have 2. In fact, we were talking about that whole thing earlier. Yeah, no, I have they're on the docket to play here with you guys. You don't have it on PC either. Well, there you go. He owns it, just not here. You tend to play a Death Knight build. It's cool. Yeah, no, we have a ridiculous amount of games. I have stupid amounts of games. But yeah, no, we're gonna get to this one, Alien Isolation, at some point. That'll be coming soon. You guys can hear me fucking jump and scream like a little girl. No, I'm kidding. There'll be no screaming. There'll be a lot of jumping though. And a lot of maybe intense breathing. Left 4 Dead 2? I do have Left 4 Dead 2. Of course I have Left 4 Dead 2. Who doesn't own Left 4 Dead 2? Hey, look at that. 60% off Dead by Daylight. Neat. I guess. Oh no, I don't have Dead by Daylight. I don't have Dead by Daylight. I don't think. Do I? I don't think I've bought it yet. No, I haven't bought it yet. Maybe I will now. Left 4 Dead 2, but yeah, of course we have Left 4 Dead 2. Are you kidding me? It's right here. Who on Steam doesn't have Left 4 Dead? Like, let's be real. It's Left 4 Dead. It's a classic. It's like the last thing Valve ever made. And probably the last thing they will ever make. Because reasons. But I shouldn't say that officially because they like to pop up out of nowhere. You also have Conan Exiles server as well. You have a Conan Exiles server? Like your own server for Conan Exiles? That's neat. I might actually, like, I would play that. Just because I don't want to play with the rest of the world. I've heard bad things about the rest of the world's community for Conan Exiles. Half-Life 2.9? Yeah. They're like, almost 3. Almost. Nice. That's awesome, Mana. Yeah, no, I might. We might chat about that. That'd be cool.
So did you decide what you're playing yet?
No, we're actually just talking about that. How you doing, Morgan? Welcome back.
Good. Good.
I just can't play. I just can't play Insurgency with you.
Why?
We talked about that. It's too. The realism's too much. I can't do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like I did something. I was like, but what did I do?
No. The game, not you. You're fine. We'll play games with you whenever. But we can't do the. We can't do the Insurgency. Everybody has given me things that tell me I should not play this game because I want my sanity and I don't want to murder the people in my house.
It's pretty intense. The Berserker version where they have no gun or have no weapons, it's just machetes and napalm. Even that's pretty intense. Yeah. Ooh. People scream for like a long time as they die on fire.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, that's about how that works. Let me tell you, I've burned people to death, and they scream for a long time.
Right.
It's a thing they do.
It's a pretty intense game. It's fun because it's the first-person shooters, and I like them. But it's there's a few mechanics I don't like either. There's this one where if somebody's close enough to you and you have your gun like on your shoulder shooting at them, you'll just like put it across your body and stop, like you're afraid to hurt them. It's really a bizarre. I don't know if it's a glitch in the game or if the game's trying to say you can't shoot your rifle style weapon at that close of a range, but it's like,
you mean they hold it to their chest?
Yeah, like across their body.
Well, yeah, well,
it's very annoying.
I guess it depends on how close you are, because you don't do that with an assault rifle so much. You do that with pistols, but yeah, like that's a pistol thing.
You can't shoot.
It's a pistol thing.
Right. Well, if you're trying to get a little distance so you can still fire a pistol, yes, you can pull it close to your chest. I'm talking about an assault rifle where it's like I'm already shooting the guy. I don't want to point towards the ground and keep pointing at the guy.
I see. You. I gotcha.
Like you stop
I understand.
being able to shoot. And it's like, oh god, someone's too close.
I understand.
I can't use my weapon.
Yeah, no, that's
like,
ridiculous.
Stop using the weapon. Keep. Oh, it's
yeah, no, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
no,
it's so weird. And the napalm mechanics are a little bit off. Sometimes they hit you. Sometimes they don't. And so like you'll be standing like in
that's
the right
fire.
spot where you should be on fire, but you're not, or shouldn't be on fire, and you are. And you're like, what? Why did I just tie this?
Well, I mean, to be fair, napalm is a little on the unpredictable side, but yeah, no, that's rough. That's rough. But yeah, no, we haven't decided what we want to play. We were just talking and looking through Steam. We're supposed to do chill stuff like Space Engineers or Minecraft or Visceral Cleanup Detail, but nobody's here to play that. All the people that said they told me, we asked last night before the end of the stream, for those of you who were here, and the people said they'd be here, and they're not here. I guarantee they're still sleeping, to be fair. Which is fine. It's a Saturday. I'm not going to force people to wake up to play video games. What kind of nonsense is this?
In a heartbeat.
I know you will. Terraria, of course. I definitely have Terraria, yeah. I haven't played Terraria in ages.
I don't have Terraria. I can't join you for that one. That's okay. I'm running Iron Kingdoms here in a bit, which I'd invite you to play on your stream, but it'd be kind of boring. It'd be me talking quite a bit.
Yeah. It's only boring because there's a lack of visuals.
Yes.
That's honestly why.
Some really bad, like childlike drawings with stick figures.
Yeah. Like you need, like, we're happy to sit here and stream D&D and such, but visuals are required.
Well, I had discussed with some people, and you were the last one I haven't been able to get a hold of, so you're the last one I'm talking to you about doing a classic Roll20 game.
I already answered you.
Did? I didn't see that.
I answered your post. I said yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm happy to sit down and play Pathfinder or 5e on a Sunday. That sounds great.
Well, I was thinking, I like Iron Kingdoms the best. I'm running that today.
And it's
amazing.
a Sunday.
Blah, blah, blah.
So depending on the time, Milana can join us.
That'd be lovely.
And bless you.
The issue.
I caught that.
The issue is that...
Killing Floor 2, I don't own. Sorry. I don't have any of the Killing Floors.
The issue is that Iron Kingdoms plays like shit over Roll20, so you can't do it. It just doesn't work. It's not a grid-based...
So it's not a grid-based system. I gotcha.
Did classic D&D and use the actual... Roll20's got a bajillion and one tools.
Yeah.
The premium subscription is $8. I can pay for that. I don't care. And then everyone gets to use it. If I buy it, everyone gets to use it. So it's like,
Yep.
you know what? Let's just do the thing. Let's just use the tools as they exist and not be mad they won't do what I want them to do. Which, I mean, it still bugs me. I want Iron Kingdoms to work better, but it doesn't. So
Right. Well, I mean, that's because it's not a Roll20 system, though. I mean, let's be
yeah,
fair.
really,
That's the reason.
That is the reason. It is fair. It is fair. And I was like, I have ideas for these futuristic games and all this like super wonky, crazy stuff. But I was like, what if we just did like classic D&D?
Yeah.
You know, not crazy wonky stuff, not some obscure meta that no one's ever heard of. What if we did like classic Greyhawk or classic Ravenloft or classic
Ravenloft and stuff like that.
Yeah, I did some of the classic
Cyberpunk 2099. Look here, Great Jar Jar. Don't be snarky, okay?
Is that game out yet?
No, 2099 doesn't even exist. Nice try. 2077 is not out yet. No.
But it has Keanu Reeves. And
It does have Keanu Reeves, and we are going to play it, and it is going to be phenomenal.
Kind of in love with Keanu Reeves, I think. I'm not sure.
I mean, everybody's in love with Keanu Reeves. How can you not be? He's a beautiful human being.
Seeing some of his posts and stuff,
I would
and stuff, I'm just like,
you would expect it's a Sunday and we play late. Maybe, I don't know. You have to ask Morgan. I don't know when he plans to do the things there, Mana.
No, I
Look,
was thinking
Mana, I understand that maybe you don't want to be on comms, but we're here. We're in comms. Like, you can come talk
we
to
like
us.
you, even if you're British.
I love you. You can come talk to us, though.
I can't see what he's saying.
Just Jar Jar's being Jar Jar. That's all. He's being snarky.
Behind you, more behind you, extra behind you. Okay, don't worry, I got him. Good job there, Ubermensch. You had a great name there. The problem with having a giant machine gun is it obscures your vision as to when people are standing directly behind you.
Well, yeah, and then you just keep shooting them in the back. It's amazing. It's great.
Yeah, that was.
Don't be afraid. Look, when on the battlefield, and this applies to real life. Do not be afraid of the man with the giant machine gun. Just go around him.
I guess it depends on where the machine gun barrel's pointed.
Well, that's what I said. Just go around him. He has a big, heavy gun. You don't.
I hate it when I tap the reload button and I've used 2 bullets.
Warframe 2? I mean, look, if Digital Extreme made a second Warframe and didn't talk to us about it, I would be upset.
They're not gonna, I mean, they're on Warframe 87. If you
yeah, I was going to say they are. They're on Warframe. They're going on Warframe like 25 right now. Uh-oh. Morgan got somebody. Or got wiped.
No. Got wiped. Suicide Grenadier came in and killed us all. One guy survived, but he also killed his other guy. So he caused the respawn. So we all died in an instant respawn because the suicide bomber killed the last remaining bad guy. So
nice. Oh, that reminds me. That's right. So the same. So on the note, Jar Jar, because you mentioned Divinity: Original Sin, they're making Baldur's Gate 3. Can't wait. Can't wait.
I want to pop channels back so my locals don't get restless. But yes, I'm thinking. I don't know if it'll be this Sunday, and if everyone shows up, I'm not going to say no. I love running games, but like, I'm thinking we'll pick a Sunday and start, and we'll do like classic.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Let's plan it out more than normal.
5th edit and put some stuff together.
Because everybody's got a lot of shit going on. So yeah.
I'm on fire now.
Yeah, absolutely. No, we'll sit down and we'll plan that out. Sounds great.
All right, I'm gonna pop back over, man. Good talking at you.
Yeah, he said you're not worthy, or he's talking to me. I don't know which one, but he did leave you a message in general chat.
Oh, he did. What I didn't see.
Well, go look.
Yeah, it's all his effort. Oh, he called me a douche. I like pet names.
Oh yeah, 4 machine gun, 4 guys, circle formation. Oh god. Yeah, I mean that you could do that. You could do that there, Jar Jar. Look, there's a reason why when surrounded, back to back is that's what you do, because then they can't get behind you. Can't get behind you if you're back to back, man. Unless they could do some weird teleportation thing. But no, otherwise you'd be fine. Man, I really don't know. Oh. I heard my door. We may be graced with a minion. We are graced with a minion who has a notepad. What is it, minion? How may I assist you? No, give it here. Are you asking me, is this for lunch?
Yeah. And how many do you want?
Do I want crepes? Or do I want dragon eggs? Does that say dragon eggs? Am I crazy? that says dragon eggs? We have dragon eggs? Hold on, Marana. Wait a minute. We have dragon eggs? Why are we not raising dragons? we have a world to conquer if we have dragon eggs. Like, let's be real. Where are you going, buddy? I have to answer your question. You got to take this back to Mama. What are you doing? Okay, he's going back to ask questions. You want a McMuffin with dragon eggs? I mean, you go find the dragon egg yourself. I won't give you any of mine. And ice dragons. We have ice dragons too. Hold on. Why didn't anybody tell me I have these things in my house? Where are you hiding these things from me? Where are you hiding these things from me?
We have dragon eggs.
We have dragon eggs. What needs to restart? Lumia wants to restart. The answer is no. I'm using Lumia right now. Could you stop spinning me around? I'm trying to read. People are talking to us. Because Marana is the goddess. That's fair. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. What is it? What is it?
We have dragon eggs.
We have dragon eggs. Interesting.
What do you want?
You know what? I'll take one of each. Both is the only option you didn't put on here. Here you go. You can take that back to Mama. No. You forgot the pen. There you go. Point the pen down, please. There you go. No. There you go. I just don't want him to fall on the pen. That would be terrible. Running with an uncapped pen is the same as running with scissors. Eventually it goes through your eyeball and you don't want it. One of each or two of one? No, one of each is fine. And we can see what these mysterious dragon eggs are. And you are not worthy? I am not worthy, Mana. Really? I mean, I'm pretty sure that's for her to decide. And last I checked, she decided I was worthy. Last I checked, Marana decided I was plenty worthy. For goodness sakes, I gave her a freaking demigod for a child. Jeez. Hello, Sir Chroma. I require sustenance. Yeah. You're inbound in a few minutes. Okay, that's fine.
And Papa, how many bows do you want? How many?
I already answered that. I already answered Mama.
How many?
I wrote it down on the thing. Yeah. You're being a good little helper, man. You're being a good little helper. Thank you. Well, Jar Jar, I hope you make deals in your favor. Otherwise, you're doing it wrong. You should always make deals in your favor. That's the way it's supposed to work. I don't know if Marana can answer your voice call, by the way, there, Mana. She is otherwise occupied with making lunch and stuff for people. But no. Oh, okay. Okay. As long as you know. But yeah, no, Jar Jar, look, I'm just playing off of what Mana said, calling Marana a goddess there. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I don't know about you guys, but it's been an exhausting week. Got sick. Played a bunch of games with you crazy people. Haven't been sleeping at all. It's, you know, the same old normally, but it's just, it caught up with me today. Super tired. Did not want to get out of bed. Supposed to get out of bed at like 9. Stayed in bed until like 11:30. I was like, I don't want to. And then came straight here. Hi. So I went from waking up to coming to talk to you crazy people. Like the Lotus imprint you got? Yeah. You'll be on voice in 10 to 15. That's fine. No, take your time. Take out your puppies. Go take your puppies for a walk. We'll be here. We'll still be here. We're not going anywhere. Hell, by the time you get back, we might actually know what we're going to do for the day. Other than talking. Because talking is just an all-day event. But we might actually entertain with other things. We'll see. Yeah, I know. I saw you bred him with your big doggo, and it was hysterical. He is not out of... Look. He is now out of the ability to make more babies. That's terrible. You should get that dog looked at. All right, let me send Poke messages to the people. No, never mind. No, we won't. You know what? While we're waiting. Let me see. Oh, has the No Man's Sky update dropped yet? No, not yet. It's coming. No, 2 weeks. Cool. I'm actually excited for that. And it's a controversial thing, I understand, but I actually enjoyed No Man's Sky when it came out. But that's because I enjoy calm, just chill games where you just wander around and look at stuff. And they've done a good job at getting better over time. I agree with everybody that it's not the game that was promised, but this is what happens when you let a lead game designer be the voice of a game instead of a marketing person. That was 100% the issue with No Man's Sky, is that you let the game designer open his mouth instead of letting the marketing people do their jobs. Yes, I have Ruby Grim Eclipse. I do. Also, the open beta for their new game is also out. So if you want to test out Rooster Teeth's new game, what is it? Vicious Circle, I think. It is also. Show you? I mean, sure. I don't know if it's on the Steam store. I don't know. Let's look. Whoops. I can't spell teeth, apparently. I misspelled that so terribly. Yeah. It'll be available. There you go. It'll release on August 13th. But the beta's up. Vicious Circle is the name. Right there. Here. I'll show you. Boop, it's right there. Whoop. It'll release on August 13th, which is the day before the No Man's Sky update that we were just talking about. But it's a lot like Evolve is. If you remember playing Evolved, only the 4 players fighting the monster are also fighting each other. So it's really a free for all. But somebody gets to play as the bad guy, and then the other 4 people are trying to escape, while also not letting their friends escape. So it looks neat. You can go check that out. No, this episode is not sponsored by the Rooster Teeth in any way. I just thought it was a neat thing. I wanted to share. Speaking of that, though, we might actually have our first sponsored stream next week. It'd be neat. We'll see if that happens. That'd be cool. Age of Wonders is coming out with a new game called Age of Wonders Planetfall, and might stream it for them for a nice promo. Let's see what happens. Because, I wanna, and I love Age of Wonders. Those of you who don't know me very well, you'll understand very quickly. I love strategy games. I love them to death. I love things like Civilization and Age of Wonders and all those kind of things. And money. Yes, I do like money too. and if you pay attention to my tweet that I did just before we started streaming, I need it. And there's nothing wrong with needing money or taking money. But yeah, no, we might end up doing that next week. We'll see. I'll certainly try. I don't Twitter or Facebook or social media. That's fine. You're not the only one. We have plenty of people here in Shards of Fate who don't do that. That is why I give posts in other ways too. That's why I post a schedule for you guys and I put it down in the doobly-doo and stuff like that, so that if you want to know what's going on, you can just swing by. I have a whole calendar you can go look at and see what's coming. And I update it as needed. So I keep the schedule pretty shipshape around here. Do I like riddles? Of course I like riddles. Will I be able to figure out your riddle? That's a totally different conversation. Oh, we did this one already. There, Jar Jar. It's a brawl. You stumped me on that the first time because I didn't think of a bra. I was thinking of an actual cup. Yeah, when you and Raven were going at it, going back and forth on the dad jokes. I was paying attention. I was talking to other people and talking about other things, but I was paying attention. Look, I see you. I see you. Oh my God, that's not a look. That right there, that's not a riddle. That's a math equation. You didn't ask me to do math. Like, you didn't ask me to do math. Also, I feel like you skipped. Oh, no, never mind. I was like, you feel like you skipped numbers. I'm not going to do that sequence, by the way. That's not going to happen. I refuse. I hate those things. I hate sequence questions. They drive me nuts. 3. Each circle within a number is equivalent to 1. Oh, yeah, I see. I see what you're saying there. Look, at least you're nice and give the answers right away. But yeah, let me pop back to my library and stop staring at that. But okay, that's nice to know that the No Man's Sky update drops the 14th. I saw the announcement. I didn't see when it dropped. So those of you who've been waiting for a No Man's Sky update, there you go. August 14th. That's going to be fun. We'll probably play that, actually. We'll probably do that Saturday. We'll just do some chill out stuff. But no, to answer your question, yes, I do have Grim Eclipse. It's a good game. It's a fun game. I wish I had more content, though. Oh, looks like it has gotten more content, and I am just a fool and haven't been paying any attention to it. There you go. Look at that. Kurtzbell. Oh yeah, we gotta go back and finish Subterra Core at some point too. Maybe we'll do that after the next retro game, because we try to break up the retro games. Anime titties. I mean, yeah. I'm sorry, I was coming through here for a reason. I was gonna boot up Warframe. Take a look at the event. Bum, 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 bum. Oh man. Hold on, I gotta bring up we gotta bring up you. I gotta change this from this to, we're gonna play Warframe while we wait. See if people show up. They may not. Who knows? Let me change my tags around real quick, guys. Boop. Boop. And boop. I should do that over onto Facebook's too. Don't worry, Facebook people. I got you too. Don't worry. I got you. I'm coming. I wonder if I can update this one on the fly. I don't know. I've never tried. Nope, I can't change the sites on that one, so it's just going to be what it is. There you go. Now I know. I've never tried, so there you go. Kabam! You left your clan so you can join mine? Cool. I'll get you. We'll get you in a minute. Warframes versus Battletech mechs. Are you asking who would win? I mean, I guess it depends. That would depend. Battletech mechs are pretty beefy, but then again, Warframes are pretty ridiculous. So, I'm going to go with 50-50. It seems like a cop-out, I know, but it's because I have a lot of experience in both, and I'm just thinking through the possibilities, and we know Warframes can take down giant stompy mechs that are thousands of times bigger than them, but at the same time, the battle techs can, the mechs can also shoot them in the face with giant lasers and kill them too. So I feel like it would go 50-50, but I feel like in the end, if it was like a war or something, I feel like the Tenno would probably win. There's more Tenno than there are battle mechs. Like in the grand scheme of what would happen there between battle mechs and Warframe, I feel like the Warframes would in the end win. Yay, the ghoul presence has been vanquished. It's gone. We killed it. We killed it with fire. It's all dead. Titanfall mechs versus Battletechs. Battletech mechs. Ooh. Probably the Titanfall mechs, because the Titanfall mechs are significantly more. They're significantly more nimble. Then again, the Battletech mechs get significantly larger than the Titanfall mechs. Like, to give a size comparison there, Jar Jar, because you're not a Battletech person, the also nukes when they die. Oh yeah, the Titanfall mechs have nukes when they die. That's true. That's true. The Battletech mechs don't. They don't nuke when they die. They have fission reactors, and fission reactors don't explode. Hi, Mana.
In Battletech, actually, if you actually look at the old school, if you damage the reactor did go critical and it did explode and take out a very significantly large.
Yeah, you're correct, Mana, but we all knew that was nonsense because they had fission reactors, and that's not how fission reactors work.
I know that. Well, we assume that.
Fair enough. What are you doing down here? And you got a mouthful of chocolate. What are you doing? What you doing, buddy?
Now, Baba, what are you doing?
I'm playing Warframe.
Okay, what is in Warframe?
What's in Warframe? All the stuff. Go on back upstairs, crazy kid. Go finish your food. Skynet versus Battletech. What era of Skynet? Let's start with that. but in the end, probably Battletech. They're way bigger. Actually, it depends on whether or not Skynet could infect battle mechs, and then we'd have sentient battle mechs. Oh my God, could you imagine that, Mana? Sentient battle mechs? Oh.
Only if they were C3 networks.
Yeah, well, yeah, oh yeah, all the C3 slaves will be nuked.
Yeah, see, if it was.
But that's why I said it
network,
depends on. That's the Skynet one is one that depends on time period. For both of the mechs and also for Skynet, because Skynet was easily stopped at the beginning, not so easily stopped later. Once they managed to wire into the world, Skynet kind of wins. But prior to C3 slaves and masters coming out, there was no way to connect the battle mechs together, like on a network. So there's no way to take over a battle mech, and the battle mechs could easily just crush a Terminator and keep walking.
So the simplest way to think of it would be to imagine the Battlestar Galactica with the old style Galacticas, where they were basically not networked, all the computers were standalone components.
Yeah, the old school Cylons.
Yup.
Yeah, no, that's correct. That's correct. So it would essentially be the old school Cylons versus battle mechs, and the Cylons got their butts kicked the first time. So, also, Mana, you sound funny. Did your mic break?
No idea.
You sound echoey and far away. I don't know. Just letting you know. Like maybe you're not coming through your microphone, but on a different source.
Trying that. Any better?
Do what?
Any better?
Nope. Same. Okay, I'm not gonna. I've already seen that video, so I'm not gonna watch it again. Though it's hysterical. No, you still sound the same. Nothing's changed. Oh, let me look at this. We got skins. We got skins. Ooh. No, I wanna look at this. I don't care about the scene. The Noggle is neat. There's nothing like super awesome on this one. But we'll do it anyways, because why not?
Yeah, it's possible one headset's on its way out.
Possible, yeah. The T1000 versus the freaking versus BattleTech. That's why we mentioned it. It depends on the era, because the T1000 is the one where I'm like, that might change things. A being that can infinitely replicate itself, and that can only be destroyed by being dipped into lava. That one changes things quite a bit.
If I may say, operator.
Let's go do this event. I don't know where I'm supposed to do it at, but let's go do that. But back to your Titanfall one, which is where I was talking about. Your Titanfall, to put that into a size perspective, the Titanfall mechs were, like they're what, 2-3 stories tall at the most, which puts them around medium heavy-ish mechs, like low-end heavy mechs. High-end heavy mechs and assault mechs go way bigger, way bigger. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here, but we're gonna figure it out. Oh.
Yeah, most Titanfall designs and mechs are basically in the medium category.
Squirt, 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 squirt. Ah! Needed water. I'm gonna tell you right now, I hate having to hit mouse button 5. Do. Titanfall can yoink bullets, but they can't yoink lasers. And battle mechs use lasers and bullets and missiles. They are multifunctional weapon platforms. Okay. It put my squirt gun away. I don't... Oh, there we go. I guess I was out of water. Being in water didn't count. I now understand. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Do.
And updates.
I'm sorry, what?
And updates.
You're gonna do an update? Okay.
No, I'm stopped doing updates.
Oh, you're stopped doing updates? I gotcha. Do. Man, they made them wily. They're all over the place. Which means there's no point aiming. They move around too much. Whoops. Oh, yeah, you're correct. I still am in the intermission screen. I'm sorry. Sorry, I was focused on what I was doing. I wasn't reading chat there, Jar Jar. Thanks. Apologize. Apologize. Hydroid's bathwater is the ammo. Sure, why not? Do 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 do. Making a water map for squirt gun fights for completely lore-friendly reasons. Godzilla versus BattleTech. I mean, Godzilla wins that one, yeah. The dude can fire plasma out of his face. All right. He wins. He's also walking, talking nuclear reactor. Like.
Yeah, plus the fact he's got his own built-in fucking shield and all sorts of other shit. So yeah.
Yeah, like he wins. Bam! With victory. Yeah, no, the that's no. You're correct though. Titanfall mechs can like grab bullets and stuff like that, which would help them, but lasers, they can't grab lasers. Also, when the mech is bigger than you and can just grab your head and crush it. They're also not armored. They're not armored as much as BattleTechs are. BattleTech mechs are. The pilots are Spider-Men. You're not wrong. They are Spider-Men. That's true. That's an interesting situation because the Titanfall mechs can also be remotely controlled, or be put on like an autopilot mode, which leaves the pilots for those Titanfall mechs to literally be turned into elementals, which are like the worst thing ever. Like, the scariest thing to have get close to a battle mech is an elemental, because it can just start dismantling the mech. It's
once
scary.
it's in close enough, yeah.
Yeah, once it gets in close enough and can jump onto the mech, that's it. You gotta have another person to shoot that thing off, because it's gonna start dismantling your shit. It's rough. It's really rough. Or hijack it, yeah. Or somehow hijack it, yeah.
Been thinking
That was always one of the scariest things when it came to that. It was, I remember there was one of the BattleTech books reading it and like the description they gave of like 6 elementals jumping on top of a Victor and just start dismantling it. It was like, oh my god, that's horrifying. I hate why can't I have to hit a different button, please? I prefer a different button to pump the squirt gun. I'm gonna get you. Elementals look like Space Marines. Well, yeah. So they're 1 to 3 ton mechs. Essentially, they're 1 to 3 ton suits that have a person in them. Like there's a person who's bred to be in them.
Yeah, genetically engineered from the ground up.
Yeah, like they're huge. You should see what some of the elemental pilots look like. They're huge. It's literally like taking Hildren and putting it inside a mech.
Or just look at basically a slightly scaled down version of the Hulk.
Yeah, they're big. Like they're like 6'5" and all muscle in most cases. They're huge. Trying to remember the original.
And the rest on the height because the fact they tower above normal humans.
Yeah, they do. They do tower above normal humans. Which goes to show just how short people are in the BattleTech universe, to be fair. Because the technical readouts from the manual literally say they're like 6'5", 7 feet. they're ridiculous. It depended on, of course, what model of elemental they were piloting, but there's crazy.
What does it say? Well, when you consider the fact that if you actually have a look round, what's the average height of people?
Do 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 do. Hold on, I'm having a squirt gun fight. I'll talk to you in a minute. Give me a moment. I'm focusing on not dying in a squirt gun fight. Whoops, ran out of ammo. Oh, I didn't jump through the... It's fine. We'll go to a different one. It's okay. Do 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 do. Alrighty. I know you have my food. I know you do. I see you guys there holding it. I'm not hitting anybody anymore. Stop it! There we go. I don't see where my projectiles are going either, which is also a problem. Zerg versus BattleTech stuff? Oh. Interesting. That would be interesting. I feel like that would turn into an Exterminatus event.
Griddy versus BattleTech. Sorry, BattleTech wins that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say BattleTech wins. Grineer are like an inferior version. Only they don't have mechs. You guys.
No, Gundam versus a BattleTech.
Oh, Gundam would win.
Yeah.
Gundam would win, yeah.
That's because, just to be fair about this, it's stupidly freaking OP.
It is stupidly OP. Like, it's got the same kind of armor as a BattleTech, only as a mech. Only it's got mobility. Thank you very much, guys.
And ridiculous weapons.
I see the eggs tried to hatch on you. Neat. Somebody's pushing me. Who is pushing me? Why am I being pushed? There's a Grineer there pushing me around. There you go. There's the crepes with the dragon eggs. There you go. There's the stuff that was made for my lunch. For my lunch. Pacific Rim monsters. Kaijus versus... So, okay. We're going to put anything kaiju related in a battle, in a Godzilla category, and say the kaijus win. Especially considering the kaijus in Pacific Rim were the size of the Empire State Building. That's significantly larger than any battle mech that exists.
Single battle mech, yeah.
Yeah. A Death Star versus a battle... look.
Now you're being ridiculous.
Yeah, now you're just being ridiculous. Like, you're talking about a thing that can blow up a planet. Battle mech, they're mechs, man. They're mechs. To be fair, though, he's saying BattleTech is in the entire BattleTech universe, but there's nothing in the BattleTech universe that can blow up planets. There's no planet cracking.
No, but they do have enough ways to get round the bits and pieces. And to be perfectly honest, poor stormtroopers, if a battle tank fucking hits the deck on a fucking...
Oh yeah, no, like if battle mechs landed on the Death Star would lose. It would come under new management very quickly. Because there's nobody on the Death Star that can handle that. An AT versus a mech. The mech.
AT is too slow, too cumbersome.
It's also got too many weak points. Like, it's too unstable. It's a box on legs, man. It's not built for stability and stuff.
Which is funny because the earlier version AT-ATs that they showed in
Anything about orders in there?
3.5, so Rogue One are actually better than the later generation.
Yeah, they were. TIE fighters versus Battletech. I'll give it the same thing. Battletech wins.
Yeah.
Also for reasons such as that's not how ion thrusters work. Ion thrusters are not fast. They're very slow and very efficient. Oh, I got things to collect apparently. I have items to claim in my foundry. Claim all the things. There we go. Do.
Is it bad that I'm actually getting a craving to drop in something like World of Warcraft again, just to shove my face against the fucking mob as a fucking tank?
A little bit. Nyx versus Battletech mechs. I mean, that depends on whether or not Nyx would be able to mind control the pilot, I guess. Yeah, exactly, Jar Jar. It depends on whether or not you could brainwash the pilot. I don't know if you could brainwash the pilot through the mech. I don't know the fundamental science of how her brainwash works.
3, 2, 1, I order you to have fun! Ding, ding, ding!
Drunk Kayla D'Thum, by the way, is hysterical. It doesn't fit the Grenier character at all, and I love it.
Seriously, that's too many games where I haven't updated for ages.
I'm sorry, what?
Too many games where I haven't updated for a while.
Yeah, no, you got it. Well, I mean, you had problems. You had internet problems there for a while, too.
That's for a weekend. That was particularly annoying. But I've got Div 2 fucking updating.
Div 2, we're gonna have to jump back into Div 2. It just got a big update. I need to update it.
Episode 1 just dropped by the looks of it.
Yeah.
I've got almost like an Origin platform. That one's got big stuff, and I'm like, oh god. Plus Steam with all other bits and pieces.
It hurts. It hurts. 20 hit points is no good. Corpus versus Battletech. I'd still do what?
That'd probably be close to a wash.
Yeah, that would be a wash, I think. I think both sides would die.
Yeah, I'm sat here going, what the fuck do I want to play?
I know, right? That's what we were doing for like the first 10-20 minutes of the stream. We were just like, I don't know what to do. I know what we were supposed to do, but people didn't show up, so. That's okay. Like I said, look, I don't blame Wolf for not showing up. He's literally he's been called into work every day this week.
Oh, no, I'm not referring to individuals specific in individuals. Like,
And Deniphin's well Deniphin, so.
Yeah, Deniphin's weird.
Yeah. Corrupted versus Battletech? Corrupted would get crushed. That would be in another Exterminatus event, I feel. It's a lovely day for Exterminatus, man. It's always a lovely day for Exterminatus.
Yeah,
I say this as a Chaos main. It's always a lovely day for Exterminatus. You know why? Because the thing the Empire doesn't understand is Exterminatus causes chaos. So more chaos, please. Do that.
to be fair, that's the point. I need to go back and finish reading the Heresy books.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I need to go back and finish reading the Heresy books.
Oh, yeah.
I read partway through. I actually liked the Heresy series. It was really well done.
I feel like my motion
the-
blur got turned back on. What the hell? I'm gonna look at my settings after this because things are blurring when I move.
Yeah, it's kind of looking like how Battletech used to look with the yeah, we're gonna force you to have film grain and so and so and so and so.
Yeah, I didn't mind that. Like, I didn't mind the film grain part, but there are other things that, yeah, I wanted to turn off. But the film grain didn't. The film grain never bothers me. I don't know why. Motion blur is what gets me.
The film grain used to annoy me more than anything else. It was just the fact that, like, yeah, this I want to have this. I've got this great game with great graphics and everything else, and you deliberately degraded it. Then
Oh yeah.
That was my impression. Yeah.
Chaos orcs? Chaos orcs? Alright. That would be neat. No thanks, though. That's what's happening. Stop pushing me. Leave me alone. Don't push me out of the map. They're being mean. I don't like it.
Battletech.
Yeah, Battletech.
Yeah, I just looking through my list of stuff and I'm like, what do I want to load up? And I was like, oh, I haven't played that for a while. I'm thinking about that. Should really have a look at Pillars of Eternity 2 as well.
A game a lot of us, at least me, and probably some other people are going to jump back into is going to be Monster Hunter World.
I never played it.
I miss Monster Hunter World. I miss going hunting and stomping a giant monster in the face.
Some things appeal to me, other things I'm like, But then I've played Final Fantasy, Guild Wars 2, Guild Wars,
Yeah.
Warcraft, more like.
I'm going to be getting back into Final Fantasy 14 too for the new expansion. Got it, man. I got it. It looks so good. Everybody says it's the best thing they've done so far, which is good.
I'm not saying that. It's just, do I really want to pay for another freaking?
Do you want to pay another subscription fee?
Yeah.
The Church of Wog. Yeah, basically that's what that is. Yeah. No, you're not wrong there, Jar Jar.
Operator. Order seems to have misplaced those memories.
And a lot of the online stuff these days does just like.
Oh, speaking of that, because we're talking about BattleTech and mechs and stuff. Did you see the news for Mech 5?
The fact that it's been moved to Epic.
Yeah, I was gonna say I posted it, so I posted it so everybody could see it. I just want to make sure you saw it.
I never pre-purchased it because
Yeah.
of all the shit that happened with the release of MechWarrior. and the fact that fucking I got bitten with the fucking previous battle tech.
Right, right.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm not touching that with barge pole until it comes out.
Yeah, no, I did. It took a long time. I pre-purchased it right at the end. Because they were doing a good job. For once, they were actually doing a good job. And then, as we mentioned last night, they just came in and fucked it up. Like, it was one of those moments like, you were doing so well, why did you open your mouth?
To be fair, I think that's more a case of the fact that fucking Epic's been really aggressive with,
Do I want that?
acquisition.
No, I don't, baby. Thank
It's
you.
humongous, I know.
I don't. Can you take that back up to Mama? I do not want that. Thank you, though.
But yeah, I think a lot of that is to do with the fact that Epic has been overly aggressive with
Yeah.
titles. By
Epic being overly aggressive is part of the problem, and the real thing that killed it for PGI, like, it wouldn't have been so bad that they swapped to an Epic exclusive. It's the fact that they were going to wait 6 to 9 months to tell anybody, and the only reason it even came out was because of a mistake from one of their web people. Their web people posted that FAQ too early, so people started asking questions and put 2 and 2 together, and that they knew that they had an exclusive back in April before the Kickstarter or before the founding stuff ended, and they were still taking money without telling anybody. That's where they really screwed it up. Like, PGI fucked it up on their end because the transparency was not there. They should have just been like, "Hey guys, so we're doing a thing," and it would have gone over better, you know.
Yeah.
Because that's what everybody else has done. Like, when they go exclusive, they immediately tell their community what's going on, and it's received significantly better. Yes, they have some refunds, but they don't have, like, mass recall, which is what happened to MechWarrior 5. They lost 17% of their pre-orders overnight.
I was to say, part of the problem that PGI has had was the shit with IGP, where IGP basically put in hamstrung set up PGI the first time, and basically said you won't talk about anything to the community with related to so-and-so. And I think it's just stuck with PGI not to fucking discuss anything with the game. And that's something they really need to get out of their fucking heads.
Yeah, they need to get they need to get over that crap. Like, you have to talk to your community. You have to tell them what's going on. They have to trust you, and they were doing a good job. Like, they were earning that trust back finally, and then they just did this and ruined it. They're gone as a company. And they're gonna be gone as a company. They keep this up.
Well, as I say, it's not like for example, it's not like where we've got CD Projekt Red, who, for example, doesn't talk about anything as such. They give little bits and pieces here, little bits and pieces here, a little bit here, a little bit there, and then they give enough of a reveal beforehand.
Yeah.
And they rely on the fact that everything they've done so far has been an improvement on everything beforehand.
Yeah. I was gonna say, CD Projekt Red does that for a reason, but yeah.
Yeah.
And they're good at it. Like, you expect it from them. You're like, okay, they've gone radio silent. They're hard at work, because that's what they do. They go radio silent because they just put their nose to the grindstone and get it done.
And then not do something outrageous like a 45-minute alpha video that's basically like, holy shit, this is alpha, it's polished.
Yeah. Stop it, Mr. Man, you're too fast. Stand still. Ah, they got me. They got me. These Garesh people are fucking fast. Slow down. He made a squeaky duck noise. That's hysterical.
Okay, so my div 2 is updated now. Close out replay and go to the other one.
Close this, go there, do that.
To be fair, if I was going to drop into an MMO again, it'd probably be Guild Wars 2, because I have that, so we just really fucking play. I've also got an ESO as well, so.
Yeah, I'm thinking of jump. I want to get into ESO at some point. I've yet to play it. Maybe I can get my little cousin to jump on, because she's phenomenal at the game. The lady's a PvP monster. Y'all are jumping and doing spin attacks and stuff, like...
Round over! Mop 'em down and rack 'em up!
Like, what's with this nonsense? We got Grenier over here doing bullet jumps and shit. Is this a foreshadowing of things to come with our enemies? Are they learning new skills? Please no. I also this just clicked with me. I've been sitting here eating the lunch that was made for me. It just clicked what fork they brought me. They brought me my son's little Totoro fork for reasons. It just clicked on me. I was using a baby fork to eat this.
Dude, you've eaten out the field with worse.
Oh, I know. It just clicked. I was like, wait, this is a baby fork. Why do I have a baby fork?
So how long are you streaming for today?
Do what?
How long are you streaming?
We are streaming for another 2 hours and 45 minutes. Or, I'm sorry, 3 hours and 45 minutes. Yes. No. No, I was right. 2 hours and 45 minutes. That'll make 4. That'll make 4 hours. Can I join the cult of... Oh, right. I'm sorry, Jar Jar. I totally forgot to send you that invite. I'm sorry. I spaced. I went through 4 rounds of the new event and just didn't even think about it, man. We were talking about BattleTech and stuff. You got us on a totally different conversation. I blame you. Who are these people? We got new people in the clan and nobody told me? What's this nonsense? That's okay. That's totally fine. Oh wait, I went to clan instead of friends. Duh. There he is. There you go. Welcome to the cult of Goten. I like how you say cult of Kendaric. I'm like, nah, it is commonly referred to as the cult of Goten, because most of the people here in Shards of Fate call me Goten, because they've known me for ages and ages and ages. 6 weeks and 45 seconds. I am not streaming for 6 weeks and 45 seconds. No. I mean, I will stream during 6 weeks and 45 seconds. I'm not streaming for that long. I want to be able to go to sleep and eat, use the bathroom, take a shower at some point. See my family. Like, there are things. There we go. And then immediately promote you. Come on. Oh, wait. You wanted to make a thing. Let me check something. I got to check. Let me check the hierarchy. Because you needed rights to do a thing. And I need to make sure that I give you the rights to do a thing. Yep. Oh, nope. That's not it. One of these has architect rights. I made one specifically for architect rights. Thought it was Sage. Yeah, I did. Why doesn't Sage have architect rights anymore? Who messed with my stuff? There we go. Oh, wait. I think I'm mixing up architect for... Yeah, never mind. No. That was right. You don't have to right to build new rooms, but you can build decorations. It was correct. Never mind, I'm stupid. 2077 years and 45 seconds? I don't wanna. No. There you go. Promote you to Sage. Boop. There you go. Let me find you. I gotta find you in Discord and give you some Discord privileges as well. Hold on. Boop 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 boop. Boop 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 boop. There you go. There you go. Okay. Now everybody's squared away. Glad you caught me before I jumped into the next match. Oh man. Time to make 2 plat. Want to buy Serration for 2 plat? No, I have plenty of those. I'm sorry. Did I just get kicked out of the mission? That was weird. What just happened there? All right. There it goes. I don't know what that was about. I don't know what that was about. That was weird.
Okay, so Div 2's updated. Now I've just got to wait for Uplay to finish fucking updating Apex Legends announcement.
Oh, you mean yeah.
Oh, sorry, Origin.
Origin, yeah. We get a lot of late night Apex in around here. People who
Your problem is your late night is my early morning.
I know. I'm just saying, Grank's been on a tear with Apex Legends, and she's not. She's
I should really apologise because she did try and drag me in a couple of times to Apex, and it was like, yeah, I'm really not going to. Right now, I'm not doing it.
Right. Wow, it's so much easier with other people. I shot him in the head. A squirt gun that does 800 damage. Good God.
But yeah, so I started up the tournament server, so
That's pretty awesome. I literally didn't play Conan, A, because I didn't want to do the subscription, and B, because I heard terrible things at the beginning.
it's not too bad actually.
Well, yeah, that's what people have said. Like, they did a lot of weird things at the beginning. They stole game assets at the beginning. That was weird. That was a weird decision on their part. Stealing game assets from people. Don't do that. It's bad. To my fellow game designers, don't do that. It's bad.
Speaking of assets, I need to do some more stuff this weekend.
Do 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 do. Oh my God! Stand still, guy. Alright, fine.
And I finally started working with Blender as well.
You started working on what?
With Blender.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, I still suck my balls with it, but
Yeah, well, you gotta get. You won't get better unless you do the thing.
yeah, I gotta start it. Well, it's 7, 8, I start somewhere with it, so.
Do 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 do.
When you're limited to making basically effectively skinning in-game assets, it's a pain in the ass.
That's true.
Not that I do bad at this, at making my own stuff, it's just... I'll be right back.
Okay. Get them. Shoot them with the water in the face. Oh, come on. Get the guy. Thank you. Good God. Terrible time for an itch. Oh, okay. Stand still. Ah, got me. Damn it. Victory! Good gracious.
Messages in your inbox.
Yay, messages.
They are
Another
not
noggle.
as encrypted as they should be.
Another noggle. For the collection. Do 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 do.
My executioners are all dressed up and ready for fun. They look so cute.
Welcome back. Oof.
Yeah, there's another one that's tweaking him as well. I keep seeing some of my friends playing EVE Online, and I'm like,
Yeah, no. EVE Online is one of those I pop in occasionally.
I'm like, yeah, the problem is it's damn the fucking addictive, but frustratingly addictive.
Well, the other problem is that now that it's free to play, unless you pay the subscription or you do the game time, you're limited. You're very limited.
Yeah,
They pulled a SWOTOR on that one. I mean, I think you're capped at what, 4 million skill points for your captain, which is not great. And especially for like us old time players, we're sitting here going, I mean, I got like 16 million skill points, and you want me to do what? You want me to turn off half my skill tree, or a quarter, or like 2/4? Or 2/3 is what I'm going for. Sorry, words. But yeah, no, it's like, no, I don't want to.
Yeah.
I mean, those old school players who are like me, who bought and sold game time, aren't as like hurt by it, but it's still ridiculous.
Yeah. To be fair, most of most of the stuff that went to free to play in some ways is annoying in some respects.
That's true.
I like the Star Trek Online when it first came out. Then they brought the free to play model in. And
Yeah, same.
Pretty much destroyed it.
100%. I did the same thing. Like, I enjoyed Star Trek Online when it came out. Still have the screenshot for when I joined the queue.
That's no different from my screenshot when I freaking did the got into the pre-release on Slotar, hit 30 on my first character, and then got kicked out or got bumped. My connection dropped and couldn't get back on the server, so I joined the new server and just dropped off, and then managed to hit 51st on the
That's
server.
awesome.
Or at least on the factions, on the public side, hit 51st.
Oh my god. That guy refused to get hit by water. Just let me spray you with the squirt gun. Well, so the problem is I can't see where the projectiles are going. There's no indication on the projectiles. It's really annoying. It makes the sound, you see it come out of the weapon, but you don't see it go anywhere. So I can't adjust the aim. Whoops, ran out of ammo. Leads me to situations where I face hug people and I'm just like, look, take the bullets. Just take the squirt gun. There we go, victory, but not enough. I need 3 more. Damn it.
Best out of how many have? Let's do it again. Big sucks.
This game I haven't played for a while, but I might have to dig out Spell Force 2. I like the whole of it. I like all of the Spell Force series, but I like the expansions they did for 2 after the main game release were a little bit more. Things that passed Faith and Destiny, they were a bit wonky, but I don't know. But I've heard good things about 3.
Right. Gotta do one more run in this thing, and then we're done with the event.
Yeah, the other one I still haven't got myself into is Elite Dangerous.
Elite Dangerous is fun.
I just hate the. I mean, I've seen the bits and pieces, and I like the settings and everything else they've done with it. It looks lovely, except for the ship.
You don't like the ship.
The ships themselves, the designs, the architecture, and everything else. I'm like, seriously, who let the 4-year-old design the ship?
Yeah, that's why I stick with the Imperial stuff. The Imperial ships look really nice. The other ships not so much, but I do my best to stick with the Imperial side. Tea time and a swim float, curious combination you're in. I'm glad you're enjoying it there. I got distracted looking at chat and died. I looked at chat and I didn't jump. Got killed. And squirt guns. Don't forget the squirt guns there, Marana. We got the squirt guns too. We're having a water gun fight.
Or it could be worse if you sat here watching, you don't play because they have your entire fucking game stuff needs updating for it.
Look, you can join me. It's not a thing.
I'd still have to update fucking Warframe.
It's like, you can join me, you just haven't updated the game. That's on you.
Yeah, to be fair, Warframe at the moment, every time I play it, I'm like, and it's not as if it's a bad game or anything else, I just can't get back into it.
Oh, it might be a situation where when the Empyrean stuff hits, maybe that'll get you. The new Railjack system and stuff.
I don't know. It's just been some of the changes I like, some of the changes I don't like.
Yeah, but that's true of any game.
Yeah, I mean, I think part of it was the fact that whereas before you could pretty much go into the game and you could actually do reasonably well. And then now, when I play the game and I'm sat next to you guys and I've got maxed out frames and maxed out weapons, but they're doing fucking shit all because they're not ribboned and they're not so and so, and it's like, now that's where you've kind of spoilt the game.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you. But I mean, you just need to update your shit.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
Which we all have to do. Like, I just got through updating 3 of my frames just cause I was like, wow, these are no longer doing any damage. I need to fix it.
Yeah, I don't get me wrong. I'm not disagreeing with just using that fact, but it's the fact also as well was the fact that when I was trying to get back into it, it didn't help that unless you found a specific event or specific so and so, you couldn't get bits and pieces that you needed.
Oh yeah.
Unless you were prepared to fucking find something to buy it off, and I'm like, yeah, there's only so much of that I can actually stomach because I like to work and stuff myself, thanks.
Yep. Oh, come on. Alright, fine. That's fine. I got the 3 I needed, so I really don't care at this point. Shot him in the back. He had no idea. Don't even feel bad about it. Don't even feel bad about it. Yeah, the only thing I can think of, other than Rivens, and that's because Rivens are essentially random roll, the only other thing that you're in a situation where you have to buy it off of other players or you have to go grind the crap out of it is arcanes. And arcanes, I do not find arcanes are mandatory, so it's fine. Like, I just got my first arcane the other day. I mean, I have arcanes, but I just got to the point where I used my first arcane the other day, just cause. For no other reason, just cause I was like, this will add a little extra, why not? Arcanes are not mandatory for anything. The Rivens aren't really mandatory for anything until you get to, like, unless you want to use, like, a fucking Bratton. You know? You want to use a truly crap weapon, but you want it to be good, you need a Riven. Otherwise, the Rivens are just like, yay, extra damage. But yeah, no, I feel you on that one. Rivens at least are easy to get. Just do the sortie, you get lots of them.
Yeah, that was the problem though. The problem was the fact that it had to be when it came back into it, it had to be the right sorties, which were only available at certain times.
Oh, yeah, now it's just random. It's just a random reward now.
Yeah, whereas before it was specific rewards for certain events, and you had to wait for those events to be in.
Yeah.
And they were never.
Yep, they fixed that. And the Nightwave stuff is a lot of fun too.
Unread inbox messages make me ill.
Yay! And with that, we are done. We are done with the event, everybody. Yay! Clap of hands. Woo! Okay. Sorry.
It's nearly finished updating this route.
I mean, I'll do it again. It was fun. It's a little annoying, but fun. Honestly, the only real annoying part is that I have to pump the squirt gun constantly. So I'm sitting here like, and the pump button is like one of my, it's the odd man out thumb button that I don't really use except to like change firing modes. And I was like, well, that's uncomfortable to click. I think the weapon I use it on the most is the Tiburon Prime, just so I can swap the firing modes, and that's it. I don't really use it for much else. Which is why I put it there.
Everything in orders, operator? Is that a pun?
Yeah.
Marana, thank you for the crepes. It was delicious.
Yeah, I don't think I've bought a game or looked at anything game-wise for ages.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I haven't looked at. I mean, I've been looking and keeping track of stuff just because, you know, I'm just keeping an eye on what's going on. But beyond that, I haven't really like since like E3. I haven't really been like, oh, I gotta go get this, and that's because E3 kind of nuked my wallet immediately. I was like, oh, well, these are coming. Well, there goes my wallet. There goes my entire game budget right there. When these come out, I will buy them. Like, I still need to, because they released Trials of Mana earlier than I thought they were going to. So Trials of Mana is out, which is, you know, all 3 of the second Sentetsu games. And I'm like, yeah, no, I need to buy these because I want to play them. I haven't played them since I was a kid. And I'm like, yes, these are hardcore RPGs that are really, really good. Hell, the first independent like RPG that I sat down to make was based off of Second Sentetsu 3. So for me, I'm just like, yes, no, these are like pinnacles for me in my childhood and just like in my memory as a game designer. Like I based games on these, for God's sakes. So for me, it's like I gotta go buy those. And then a lot of people were super excited about the Harvest, or not Harvest Moon. Is it no? My brain just died. Animal Crossing, sorry. And that's nice, but I don't care about it. That's not for me. But Final Fantasy releases and stuff like that, I'm like, yay!
To be perfectly honest, Final Fantasy 7 remake, I'm like, I'm out.
Right, and that's fair.
Mostly because I played it to death enough when it first came out, and it's like, yeah, it's okay, but I think too many people look at it with extremely rose-tinted glasses. It's like kind of like all the shitheads that were so infatuated with getting a WoW classic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, vanilla WoW, no mods, no so and so.
No.
Dude, seriously, the game was so fucking busted.
It was bad. Like the game was broken. Are you kidding me? Like, we all went back to play the vanilla WoW server for a while, and it was painful. Are you kidding me? What, I think we all sunk like 10, 12 hours into it, and I'm only level 10?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you kidding me?
Don't get me wrong. I appreciate the fact that it was, when it first came out, there was only a handful of stuff like it. And it was a time sink. It was designed to be you had to work with stuff.
Yeah, it was designed. It was designed as a time sink because the other games it had to compete with were like EverQuest, which is a time sink. It's a huge time sink.
As I say, all of them were at the time.
Yeah.
You had to sink time into the game to get places and everything else. But the mechanics, the standards, the settings, the way the game played was so broken.
Yeah.
You had classes that weren't designed right from the ground up.
Yeah, and that's the real issue. Is like, it's not that we're level 10 in the game because we didn't work our butts off. We're level 10 in that attempt at vanilla WoW again because the game is broke. Straight up, it's a broken game.
Which is why I find it funny when they announced WoW Classic and people were like, well, yeah, it'd be nice if we had, and it started, it's like, yeah, it'd be nice if we had the graphics we've got today with the WoW vanilla, but with the quality of life stuff we've got today, where we don't have to have a quiver bag or a so and so.
Yeah, with all the updates, with a lot of the combat updates and the game mechanic updates would be nice.
The quality of life updates, and it's like,
yeah,
but then it's not what you're after. That's the thing. Then it's not vanilla WoW, is it?
Yeah. And don't get me wrong. Those people who are like, but I miss vanilla WoW, and I'm like, man, I feel like you never played EverQuest. Because even vanilla WoW was training wheels for real MMOs. Like, everybody who had played like EverQuest and EverQuest 2 and EVE Online and stuff like that, when WoW came out, they were like, oh, this is nice, this is fun. It's a bit on the casual side, though. because even compared to those, it was just like, this has got quality of life stuff that like EverQuest doesn't have, which is fine. And you know, it's also a situation where the whole point is that it takes a while to master this game. A perfect example of that was the original Star Wars Galaxies prior to update 3, because update 3 broke the game. Where
you mean when Galaxies had more classes that you could check the stick at? If you wanted to be a Jedi, you had to go through about 5 different careers.
Yeah. When you had to actually, you know, it took you a year just to become a Jedi apprentice. Yeah. Yeah. Like, you want to talk about people complain nowadays about grinding, and I'm like, maybe you should go back and look at a game called Star Wars Galaxies and be like, oh, I want to be a Jedi. Really? You should go look at that, and you tell me how you feel about it.
Yeah. The original Galaxies, not the remake, not the
not after update 3, because up to update 3 the game was fine. They added some quality of life stuff, which was nice, but update 3 they were like, fine, you can just start as a Jedi. Everybody happy now? As soon as they did that, as soon as Sony did that, game died. Game died almost overnight. Because that was bullshit.
Though, if they hadn't put the Jedi class into it, it would have been better. If they'd just left it as reduced it down to the number of jobs and things, it would have been so much.
Agreed.
The quality of life updates, the gameplay updates, the system updates that came in patch 3 for Galaxies was good.
Yeah, they were nice. It was just all the other things. It was all the other things they did, yeah. That's why I focused specifically on the Jedi thing, because that's the real thing that really broke it for the community. Is they were like, dude, I've been grinding to become a Jedi for 6 months, and you tell me I can just start a new character now? What the hell?
Whereas before you had to go through the thing of finding the holocrons to tell you 2, 3 career routes you had to do to unlock your prerequisites. Then you had the hidden 2 that you had to basically.
It also, like, that update also broke other classes. Like, it broke the bounty hunter. It broke the scoundrel. It broke a bunch of the classes. But the big thing was the few Jedis and Sith Lords and apprentices and Padawans and stuff that were in the game. Like, because they're, like, collectively by update 3, I think there was only a grand total of maybe, and I'm going on the high end, like 50. And that's because of how long it took to become them. And as soon as they were like, nah, you could start as those classes now, those people were pissed. And rightfully so, because here's people who spent a year, 2 years to become those classes. They worked their butts off. And now you can just be it to start with. And they're like, wait. But it was also one of those situations where, as a whole guild, like a full-on guild, getting ready to go do a raid, you could just be sitting there, chilling at the train station, and train rolls up and it opens up and there's a Sith Lord and his apprentice. And those 2 people alone could wipe your guild. Like, just those 2 guys could wipe out your entire guild by themselves, which is appropriate. It's an appropriate power dynamic where it's like, holy shit, these guys are scary, because they're supposed to be.
Yeah,
it's a situation where I'm like, if you didn't have a Jedi and a Padawan with you, you were in trouble.
Yeah, the Galaxies was fun for that, but yeah, don't get me wrong, I actually appreciate the fact that a lot of the MMOs have realised that in this day and age that you actually have to fucking go away from the grind. No. And I agree with that.
Grind. Oh, I just made a huge mess.
Especially when you consider the fact that out of all the games now, there is so much more choice.
Yeah.
There aren't 2, 3 good MMOs. There are 10, 15 good MMOs.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I
made a huge mess. Hold on.
You got a whole choice of things that you can do, and people now, they've got a choice of games. They've got access to a lot more online gaming stuff than they ever had before, and it's like, people aren't going to put hundreds of hours into one game anymore because there's a whole lot of choice there.
Yeah, this is true. This is very true. All right, let me look at let's look at our arsenal real quick. No, and I agree with you on that one. I don't mind MMOs that pull away from the grind and automate some things and do stuff like that. It doesn't bother me at all. And there's a ton of really good MMOs out there to play. And if you get bored with one, you just bounce over to another one, and then you just bounce around in the MMOs, which is what I do currently. Like I enjoy Terra, I enjoy Black Desert Online, I enjoy all these like, and I'm gonna straight up be like Korean MMOs because they're just doing it for me right now, and they're fun to just bounce between. Like I haven't played Terra in a while because I got bored.
Yeah, I was to say the only problem I have with some of the Asian or Eastern MMO designs is the fact that they force into PvP way too much.
They do force PvP way too much, which is why I pulled away from Black Desert Online. I love the game. It's beautiful. It's got a very nice character creation system. It's got all the things that I personally, as a designer and a pretty princess, love about a game. Because its character creation process is almost on par with EVE Online. And EVE Online, to this day, still has the best character creation engine of any game. Because you can customize it all the way down to the bone structure. It's insane. And I love it. I love the level of detail. So that caught me really hardcore with Black Desert Online. It's a beautiful MMO. It's mechanically fun. It's an action-based RPG. On top of that, so it's not turn-based and stuff like that. It feels more involved, which leads to me playing it more. But then you get to a certain point in the game where PvP is now forced upon you, where no matter what you do, people can just kill you. And
that was the thing.
That's where the game broke for me. I think I got my character to like level 55, and as soon as I hit 55, people just started ganking me constantly while I'm just trying to quest and learn the game. And I hated it. I hated it.
Was do you remember Arcade?
Yeah, Arcade was the same thing, and it was the same boat. You got to what it was like level 25 or 30, and then now it's PvP is now open. It's just open season. On top of that, for Arcade, the other mechanics like the being able to do ships and houses and crops and stuff like that was almost impossible to find land for.
Oh yeah, that was the biggest thing, was trying to find land.
Yeah, you couldn't go do the other really cool, interesting things that they had put into that MMO, where they're like, we're gonna give you the ability to build ships and go have naval battles where you can have a house and a crop and build up from that for not only for you but for your whole guild, and but you have to find real estate, and people would just lay down plots and walk away.
Yeah,
like whole guilds would swoop in and take over an entire city's plots so people couldn't build there. And they wouldn't do anything with it. They just wanted to take up the land and then try to sell it back to you. And it was really shitty. It's actually what pulled all of us here, including you, from Shards of Fate, away from Arcade. Like, we played it as soon as it came out. We were like, fuck this.
To be fair, Arcade, I believe they fixed that one.
They did.
But my biggest issue with it was the fact that you had the leveling system itself. So whichever side of the factions that you played, your continent was effectively your faction.
Oh, right.
You played down that continent until you got to, I think it was like level 40, and then you had to go to the other continent to level up the rest of the way, which basically meant that you were there was no PvP restriction. Basically, as soon as you got to the other continent, oh look, it's the entire enemy faction running around.
Yep.
Hello,
and now you have to do PvP. Yeah.
Yeah. Finish leveling out.
The forced PvP in current day MMOs is a problem. Don't get me wrong. I know there's those people out there that are just like, get good or blah blah blah. And while I don't disagree with you 100%, at the same time, there are people who don't want to do PvP, or there are people who want to do PvP sometimes, and having PvP forced upon you means that when you get to those PvP areas, there are already people waiting. There are people there waiting to gank you. And
people
that
don't get-
immediately nukes your ability to want to play the game. Like, immediately, as soon as you spawn and die, you do that like 30 times in a 2-hour period, and you're just like, fuck this, I'm done. You just walk away.
It's not so much that I don't enjoy PvP. I do enjoy PvP.
Oh, yeah.
I don't mind PvP. I'm not great at it. I could be better at it. But
you like it. You like having it there.
But, and don't get me wrong, I've sat through battles where it's basically been a one-sided slaughter and I've been on the receiving end side, and vice versa. But it's like, I know what I'm getting into there. When I go into a zone and it's like, okay, so I'm leveling through, there's only me at this level right now. Oh, fuck. There happens to be about 35 enemy players or enemy faction players in this game right now. Great.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's exactly what it is. Like I said, I did the same thing with Black Desert Online. I played it all the way up until I hit level 55, and then I was just going to go do quests and learn all the new things that are now open to you. And just every time I couldn't walk 10 feet without getting stabbed, and I was just like, this is stupid. In fact, in one area, there was a level like 70 player just sitting there killing all the level 55 people that needed to come do a main story quest. They would come in to do the main story quest, and they would just gank them. They would just kill them over and over and over again. I'm like, this right here, this guy, he's griefing everybody. I understand, and I understand he's an exception to the rule, but he is the reason. He is the reason people stop playing your game. Straight up.
Yeah.
People like that, because you have entire guilds that do that, where they sit and they just kill you because they think it's
so
fun.
Different from, like, for example, World of Warcraft, where you get the griefers that will hit the quest hubs that were leveled lower.
Yeah.
Where they know the boss mob or the quest mobs and the guards.
And they would just kill the mobs so that you couldn't get the stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So you'd be sat there. It's like, well, I can't talk to anybody.
Yeah, I can't talk to anybody. And then even if you could talk to anybody, if you went out into the forest to go kill whatever mob they wanted you to kill, all those mobs are dead. Like grieving people are, I mean, they exist in every tier of game, period. But when you set up a system that allows them to get away with it, where it's not just a random happenstance, it's a problem. And that's the issue when it comes to stuff like that. Like I said, I think Black Desert Online is an amazing MMO until you get to 55. And when you get to 55, it's a problem. It becomes a problem. Now, I haven't played since they remastered it, so it might be better now. Who knows? Probably not. Same thing with ArcAge. I agree with you on ArcAge. We liked the idea as a community for playing ArcAge, and we got to that point to where they're like, all right, now you need to go over to the other continent, and you got over there, and it's just nonstop PvP. You're literally staring face to face with enemies all the time, and you know that people are like, yeah, we're at war, rawr. And instead of hey, how about we just do our quests, and I like, it's fine. I'm okay with the idea of, but you guys are enemy factions and you're on the same continent, and this continent is in constant turmoil, and that's okay, but you shouldn't force your main story quest to go there. Like, you're forced to go there and do quests. It becomes a pain to just do the story at that point. It's different. It's different when you've completed all of you've done the MSQ, and now they're like, okay, and now you can go to this area where it's just at war. And then now it's constant PvP. That's a choice. Like, you've now given a choice to go do PvP constantly.
So that's the thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Eastern RPGs or MMO RPGs because the fact that
they're real RPGs.
So are Western ones to a degree, but I think the Eastern ones blend stuff a lot better, put more dynamics, more interesting choices in.
Yeah, they do. They do a significantly more interesting job.
However, the fact is that the Eastern ones, because of the cultural imperatives out there, for example, Koreans, they have no problem sitting there spending fucking hundreds of hours grinding a game.
Yep, no issues whatsoever.
Whereas Western world, we're like, well, hang on a second, I've got this entertainment, this game, this game. I'm not interested in spending 100 hours just grinding one game.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's probably the one trade-off is the fact there's a bit more grinding, one Eastern game than in the Eastern games than there is in the Western ones.
And I think that becomes different in mentality and age, and just in general gaming generations. Like you and me, and pretty much most of the people here in Shards of Fate, we're old enough to remember stuff like EverQuest, and grinding doesn't bother us as much. Where we're like, oh, well, you need me to grind several hours or several days to do stuff. We don't mind. You know, we're used to it. We've been there. It is nice to not have to, but that idea of having to grind through a game doesn't bother us. Whereas the generation after us in the gaming world is like, oh my god, what is this shit? I don't have time for this.
Let's say that's the thing. The generations behind us, they've grown up with, oh look, instant gratification games because there's so much more there.
Yeah.
So much more games. There's so much more choice of games. From games on their phones all the way through to so and so. It's like you've got those choices.
Yeah,
cool, I
yeah.
get it.
Like the
However,
Call of Duty group, like instant gratification. I did the thing. I'm done. We move on with our lives.
Oh, see, saying that, I mean, I've never had a problem with Call of Duty games.
Oh yeah, no, neither have I. The Call of Duty games are fine.
Call of Duty multiplayer. What I have a problem with is the fact that the fascination with pushing everything into online.
Oh yeah.
That's always been my biggest.
That's been the bane of Call of Duty though for a while. Like honestly, they started forcing that stuff, and people looked at EA and were like, "But what happened to the story?" And they're like, "What do you mean?" Like but you guys didn't care about the story. You mean the reason I bought the game? And that comes down to just like the guys making Call of Duty understand that their players want some story content, but they also understand that they have a publisher that says they have to force multiplayer. So that's why you ended up with that. We ended up with that like 5-year, 10-year period where every other Call of Duty was either single player or multiplayer, because they had to appeal to both. They want to keep their player base, and they want to be like, no, the next one will have story in it. You know, this one we had to do kind of for the publisher.
Funny as fuck, because let's be fair about this, EA's main primary income source has nothing to do with those.
Oh no, it has nothing to do with that. Their
primary income source is the fucking yearly release of the fucking NFL game, the hockey game, the soccer game.
Yeah, I was gonna say EA Sports is their full on, like that's their moneymaker. Like EA makes all their money from EA Sports, period. But they also, and we talked about this last night with Taco and Godfather. The other problem is that EA uses EA Sports as their analytics against other things. They're like, oh, like that's the reason why EA Mythic closed down. Like why they shut EA Mythic down was because EA Mythic was not making as much money as EA Sports. And it's like, well, of course not. We're a different style of game. We're a different genre of game. We're not, fantasy RPG stuff is not the great unifier of the gaming world. Sports are, because almost everybody has a sport that they're interested in. So, like, sports games sell.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I like sports. I like watching sports, and to a certain extent, I like watching specific sports. But you won't get casual playing a fucking sports game.
Right. But that's my thing, is like, but that's what I was saying, like, everybody enjoys a sport. Like, there's a sport that people are like, no, I could watch this. And in doing that, that's why EA Sports wins, because EA Sports is just like, nah, we can, everybody wants to do this. Like, at some point, most people will look at it and be like, yeah, I'll play it, and they'll buy it. And that's what EA is banking on. But because that, like, sports in terms of games is like the great unifier, it gets to that situation where that's what people look at. And I died, apparently. That's fine. That's what people looked at, and EA decided, we're going to base our analytics off of this because it's doing so well. This must be the right thing. This must be what we should do. It's like, no, you were fine diversifying. Like, your diversity was actually really good. Keep doing that.
Yeah, that was the thing. until EA had actually to start off with. When they started buying into other studios or buying other
Yeah, when they became a
developers.
publisher.
Yeah, when they went from being their own being developers, just a developer slash publisher, into actually becoming a publisher for other development studios.
Yeah.
When they first started it, they were doing really fucking well.
They were doing very well. It's true. EA, there's something happened within EA management where they disappeared. They went down a bad path.
You mean the same thing that's happening with fucking Blizzard Activision?
Oh, well, Blizzard Activision is because Blizzard decided to get in bed with Activision. Like, that was their mistake. Activision knew they could never buy out Blizzard, so instead you make a partnership and Blizzard buys you out, and then you just replace all the Blizzard people with Activision people. Let's be fair, Blizzard Activision is really just Activision.
I was just saying that which is entertaining the fact that Activision is a breakaway from another game studio, or from another game studio / publisher, because the fact that they didn't like the way that they were being forced into doing game development, and so on. And now they're doing exactly the same thing.
Yeah, and then they had a change in management, because that's literally what happened with Activision. They had a change in management. Bob became the guy in charge, and Bob only cares about money. And that's literally what happened. Is the CEO for Activision shifted, and when that happened, their entire company outlook changed. I can only die one more time. Stop it. Excuse me while I fly over here. And it's kind of the same thing that happened with EA. At a certain point, EA was doing really well, and then something happened within EA management, and that one I didn't pay enough attention to, so I don't know who exactly shifted into place, but somebody shifted into place, and they took EA down a different path, because EA was doing very well at the beginning. They were being nice to their developers they were buying out. They were letting them do their own things. They understood that you guys needed to make your own games, and everything was going well. And then bad things happened. Straight up. And then the bad stuff happened. Oops, I ran out of energy. That's what happened there. Why didn't Defy proc? Because I have no energy. Alright. Oh god. Oh god, don't look this way. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I don't have hit points for this. Don't look at me. I'm level 2. Leave me alone. There we go. But yeah. Like, for Activision, like, same thing. Like, the new CEO came through, and he decided that Activision needed to only make money, and that's when games like MechWarrior disappeared from their repertoire, because the rights were sold to Microsoft because they wanted profit. It wasn't profitable enough despite selling 2.5 million copies. And stuff like that. And then, of course, they're falling behind in the gaming world, and like I said, they couldn't buy out Blizzard like they wanted, because they had tried in the past to buy out Blizzard. So instead, they decided to take Blizzard down from the inside, and it has worked beautifully. And anyone who does not think that Blizzard and Activision is really just becoming Activision, you are not paying attention to what's happening. You are clearly not informed about who's now in management, because all the Blizzard execs are pretty much gone, and they've been replaced by Activision executives. So the company is essentially just Activision at this point, which is why you see Blizzard making such radical decisions from what you would typically see a Blizzard studio do. And that's been backed up by founders from the company who are no longer at the company. And they're just like, yeah, no, we told them not to do this, and they did it, and now look at it. Now look at what's happening. And that's just the way it works, man. And it's sad. Hey guys, shoot me, shoot me. Yeah, there you go. Only 200 armor, but I'll take it. 200 armor is better than no armor. Oh, but yeah. No, that's why we try to pay attention to studios like that are coming down doing crazy stuff. This is why we're keeping eyes on newer studios coming up and hoping they don't make silly decisions like falling into the freaking Epic Kool-Aid, because that right now is also a problem.
The problem is Epic's got such a pretty good deal for a lot of smaller studios, which is the fact that
Well, they do. The deal they're giving for the small studios is amazing. They're like, yeah, here's $5.5 million, or the equivalent of being able to keep your doors open for 3 years, and you have to pay less. Like you have less of your money taken away by the studio, because in total for Epic it's 17%. That's the 12% from being on the store, and then if you're an Unreal game, the 5% for the licensing.
the Unreal Engine.
Yeah, for the licensing. And which is a great deal. It's honestly a good deal. Like I said last night, and like I've been saying since they started doing this nonsense, I agree with what Epic is trying to do. They're trying to correct the disparity, the words. They're trying to fix the gap between the developers and the stores. Because right now on Steam, 30% goes to Valve, and then the 70% goes to the developer, which seems weird, right? Like it's a thing people have issues with, but Steam at least treats you right at this point. Like, Steam has a full-fledged system. They've had decades to get this right, and that's why people look at Steam. They're like, yeah, no, I have to do it on Steam, and Steam can get away with stuff like this.
Because to be perfectly honest, it was the first digital platform.
Yeah, it was the first real digital platform where you could just go buy a ton of games.
Which is funny as fuck when you consider the fact that, to be perfectly honest, you look at Steam now, you look at the front engine on Steam, the front store page. I don't recognise shit on the front of the store page anymore. It's all random crap indie stuff. No offense to some indie stuff, because I know.
Well, so it's what it is. So so they changed their algorithm recently to try and showcase more independent developers, which is fine. But it's based off of like what you click through, and you have the ability. Like, it would take time, but you can change the algorithm for yourself.
Yeah, even that. So, for example, if I just go into store right now and I haven't touched Steam, and I've looked at plenty of games in Steam that I like. So featured and recommended crap, I'm like looking at stuff going, right, okay, I've never looked at that, I'm not interested in that, I don't know how that's
Yeah. And that stuff that where you're like, I've never looked at any games like this and stuff like that, that's because, like I said, they're trying to showcase more independent developers, and that's how they do it. And it is. I agree. The new system for trying to showcase stuff is a little brutal.
It's not even that. I mean, I looked at the top selling stuff, and I'm sat here going, okay, Football Manager, I get that one. Cricket 19, I get that one, just sports stuff. But then I'm like, oh look, there's one game in this entire list that I can potentially see as being a thing, which is The Age of Wonders, Planet Fall.
Yeah, which we mentioned earlier in the stream.
But I'm like, okay, well, where's all the rest of the games that this has come out in the last? Then I go to Popular Upcoming, and I'm like, oh hey, there's not a single mention of any of the big game games from the big game publishers.
Well, that's because the big game publishers are no longer going to Steam outright. They do timed exclusives on their own stores first, because now they all have their own stores.
I'm not saying they don't, but the problem was the fact that before a lot of them had their own stores, they were still pushing the Steam Workshop stuff. And the really small indie stuff a hell of a lot. And it's like
they were. I agree. The older algorithm for Steam actually worked much better.
And I think that's what's killed. I think Steam now is a pretty poor platform. I actually do think that Steam is pretty cool for platforming that regard now. Yeah, don't get me wrong, you'll eventually find most of the stuff on there, but it still feels like a full platform. Because you have to work your way, you have to search your way through everything to find what you're looking for half the time.
Yeah, no, I agree. They've shifted stuff, and now it's significantly harder to find everything. And that's like I said, that comes down to what they tried to do with this new personalization algorithm, and it's not working well. It's not working well in their favor.
To be fair, it was going that way even before the game.
It's true. Yeah, no, it was. It was slowly going in that direction. But this particular change to everything has kind of sped it up a little bit. Ooh, no. Holy crap. I think what happened there is I got left alone in the middle of a freaking SO. Thank you. Thank you / no thank you. It was not what you just did there to me, guys. It was no good.
Like, they all quit out.
Yep, they all quit out. Left me.
Sucks to be you.
Nah, it's alright. I'll manage. I'll manage. The Wukong will make it happen. I just need to get rid of the initial people that were right at the start because they're kicking my butt. I started with the knocks on my face. There we go. Alright, let's make a clone. Hit the armor button. Shoot me. There we go. Just go ahead and float over here and heal.
I'll be right back.
Alrighty. Do. Hey, napalm guy? Not cool. Please stop lighting me on fire. Oof. We're just gonna go over here. It's fine. Somebody's draining my energy. I don't know who's doing it, but I don't like it. Do. Ow. Yeah, no, you're draining my energy. Curse splat. Yay. Ooh. Synthetic Eidolon shard. I'll take that. That was worth the stay. I'm glad we stayed. That was totally worth it. No, we're not going. It's fine. It can close. It would tear down in the next one anyways. All right. What did we get? We got to level 16. That's not bad. I'm just quickly re-leveling up our Wukong because I accidentally formatted it, so I'm getting it back up to 30. So I don't accidentally sell it at some point, because that would be bad. Because frames that aren't at 30 get sold at some point. That's how we do. Apparently I had a person left with us in that squad. Didn't see him at all, but he existed, apparently. Ooh, the Apple Horse has joined the squad. Interesting. Interesting name. Man, that guy's name being HR Blackwater. I'm like, could you just make that, Pirates of Blackwater? It'd be great. For those of you out there looking for a clan name in Warframe or any game, really, Pirates of Blackwater is a great one. It was a great cartoon show, too. What do we got here? It looks like we have a Volbon. Pretty sure that's what ran past me just now. Yeah, so we got a Volbon Prime. Another Wukong. He's probably... Or no, that was mine. Is that a Hydroid? Yeah, that's a Hydroid Prime. Trying to figure out what all these people are. Doesn't look like we have a nuke, though. I'll say it that way. It doesn't look like we have a nuke.
That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
It's Mr. Wolf. Hi, Mr. Wolf. How are you?
Doing alright.
You're late.
Well, I'm late because I don't sleep anymore, and I don't breathe.
Oh, no, it's fine. I trust me. I was like, they're asleep. I know what it is. It's fine.
No, I was in bed attempting to sleep, just slowly suffocating.
Slowly suffocating? That's no good. Don't do that.
Well, I mean, I
don't do it.
My nose when I sleep, and my nose clogs, and I'm gonna go back to the ear, nose, throat doctor. Not Monday, Tuesday.
Monday, Tuesday, whatever. Today is Saturday. Today is Saturday.
We have a wolf.
We do have a wolf. He finally decided to grace us with his presence. So, Mr. Wolf, I will say this. You are going to want to play some Warframe this weekend. Or sometime in the next 2 weeks. Because the event that's going on is a squirt gun fight with the Grenier.
Interesting.
Yep.
Is there special weapons or?
No. You start in. You have 100 hit points or like 150 hit points or something. You basically your Warframe doesn't count. You just go in there. They have you hit with hit points, and you have a squirt gun, and you have to kill the Grenier with squirt guns. And they have to kill you with squirt guns. It's literally just a squirt gun fight. I will save you, Mr. Apple Horse. It's a Garuda. That's what it is. All right.
Only interested if I get to keep the squirt gun as like.
Oh man, I wish. That'd be cool. They should do that. They need to put that in. Can we have a squirt gun as a weapon? Which they might. They might do.
I'll explain why Apex Legends is taking so much fucking time to update. 25 gig fucking update.
Jesus.
For what game?
Hi, Loki. Yeah, so we don't have a nuke. Okay, cool.
Oh. Yeah, they did some big changes.
For what?
Apex?
Oh, yeah, Apex, yeah.
Yeah, it still shouldn't require 25 gig.
It's a whole new map.
Well, no, it's the same map, just...
Yeah, well, no, it's a whole new map. It's a whole new map. They're making you redown the entire map.
Yeah, my point is the fact that it used to piss me off with World of Warcraft and stuff like that. Is like, seriously, I don't need 150 gigs worth of fucking data sat in my stuff. You should never have that much. There's no requirement for it.
Yeah.
Because the default update system, which to be fair, Blizzard finally fucking fixed, but like.
Well, now, yeah, and now you still get towards that same amount, but it's because of uncompressed data.
Yeah, but the point is, now they overwrite data rather than just fucking stack.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, that's correct. They used to just duplicate it, and now they override it like they're supposed to. They have a proper patcher now. And to be fair, a proper patcher should be ow, sorry. It should be a like a VPN update, or I'm sorry, an FTP, where it looks at it and it goes, oh, this file hasn't been updated. We're just gonna ignore it. So it only pulls like updated files. Because that's all you need is the updated files. You don't need the files that haven't been touched. They're the same, and that makes the process go significantly faster, because then you only grab the changes and none of the...
The problem is the way they're the way they design most of the updates. So, and it's not just, it's all the games that do that way.
Yep. It's true.
And seriously, Origin, why you sat when I've got fucking stupendous download copy by 8 sat?
Origin also takes forever, just in general. When that update came out for me in Apex, it took me ages to fucking download that shit for no reason.
Well, isn't it that it doesn't matter what your download is, it's what their upload is?
Well, it matters on whether or not they have it capped on their end. But it was just a matter of it was downloading really slow.
Yeah, I said it's at 8.46 gigs for a little while now, and that annoys me.
Yeah, and same for me. At a certain point, it just got stuck. Like, at a certain point during the update, it got stuck. I had to restart Origin to get it to go again.
Which, given my actual network speed in my area, is like, yeah, this is ridiculous. And the only thing I'm doing right now is sat here chatting with you guys, and I'm watching your Twitch stream. That is it.
Yep.
The server is not.
I love how I can tell people who don't have an operator yet because they're not reviving people with their operator.
Yeah, I don't have enough for it.
Well, yeah, I know you don't, but you haven't taken the time to go through the story either. We should fix that. It adds a new dynamic that you might like. It also adds something for you to be more of a pretty princess with.
I'm already enough for pretty princess.
No, you're never enough. Never enough, pretty princess. Don't lie to me.
Dude, you've seen the assets I create.
You're never enough. You can never be enough of a pretty princess. There can always be more. Try to lie to me, please. I am the prettiest of princesses. You can't lie to me. Ah! Died. It's okay. Saved by immortality. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Died again. Still don't care. Mr. Wolf. That new RT game, it's in open beta right now. It comes out in 2 weeks. It comes out in 2 weeks, but it's in open beta right now. So if you want to go test it, you can do that. It's up on it's in the Steam store.
Yeah, I don't know if it's my type of game. It's like
I was just letting you know that it exists and where to find
I appreciate that, but when I was watching the Let's Play on it, I was like, I can see who would like this game, but
yeah.
I don't know if it's me. You know?
Yeah, no. So it works a lot like Evolve did, where it's 4 people against a monster, but unlike Evolve, the 4 people are not on a team. Only one of them needs to win. Only one of them is trying to win. So it's a weird free for all where somebody gets to be a monster and everybody else is like, I gotta collect points and live. Weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's not a team-based game at all. Anyway.
Yeah, that's why I'm just like, I don't...
Right, yeah, no, you're more of a team-based person.
Yeah.
Which is funny because...
And, yeah.
Which is funny because Wolf is not the team person.
Wolf is more of a team player type of gamer, and yet somehow he hangs out with us.
I know, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, his teamwork is so poor. It's shocking.
Yeah. It's like, what, there's teamwork in Shards of Fate? I mean, somewhere. Somebody cares enough.
I'm more that friend that just likes to grab onto your ankle and go, take me with you, please.
Yeah,
that's about right.
Kind of broke my back and did too.
I know. Oh, it was rough. I appreciate you. Love you. Heart you.
It's like, that was rough, but I love you. Thank you. You're awesome.
It's like, to be fair, that's probably one of the reasons why I haven't been on so much, with the fact that I was burnt out to play and repeat so much.
No, I don't blame you. I could see the repetitiveness of that game.
Ow.
I've
Ow.
got no problems with repetitiveness and grinding because that's
Right.
Warframe and all the other games I like that to a significant degree. But it's when you're like, okay, I'm going to sit here and just grind through low-level stuff again because, hey ho, I'm here. And like,
Because my friends need me.
But now I'm really tired of this.
Right. Oh no, I'm definitely a game hopper.
I hop games, but I'm not as bad as a lot of the rest of you guys are. Mostly because of the fact that I just don't have the time to do it.
Yeah.
All right, not going through the conduit.
A data conduit is open. Go now.
No, I'm not gonna go now. Leave me alone.
Current medical state makes it really difficult to play with too many people.
Yeah, I get that. I'm actually I've got a job that's keeping me pretty busy at this point.
It shouldn't be. Like, it shouldn't be keeping you busy because you should only be working 20 hours a week, but they're like, hey, come in. Come in. Come in. Come in. These people didn't show up. Come in, Wolf.
Yeah, but that. Huh?
Yeah, but just think of it this way: it's all that extra dough in your pocket.
That's right.
Oh no, that's why I do it. Actually, I joked with one of the managers right when we were closing. I was gonna walk in when you guys called me in and go, who's got 2 thumbs and he's drug money? This guy.
Sadly, it's true though. It's not
Right,
really.
no,
It's
that's
not
why I
really
was
a
like,
joke.
you know,
It's the truth.
Yeah, that's...
He's like, my stash is running low. I'm happy to take the extra work.
Right. Well, and it's, I have this weird thing where, and I was talking to Death about it last night, where like my job is becoming this weird game to me, where I try and be as clear, as concise, and as polite as possible. It's like I want to help the person, but I have 1,000 things to do.
Yeah.
So like,
I'm straight to the point right now.
Yeah. And so I try and see how much of like, because we want to try and build up that store's public relations from what it, because 2 years ago it used to be under trash, they shut it down.
Right.
And so we're taught to try and be friends with them, like build up a rapport so they come back. Like so I do that. And so I'm applying all of my sales training towards like build this rapport, like help them be effective, be concise and clear, move to next person.
Yeah.
Like I don't waste time with people that like fight with me. I just be like, all right, well here you go, have a nice day.
Yep. That's it? You're not gonna help me anymore? No, you're being a dick. Like, I don't have time. I have like, it's like, look, I'm the only one in the store. There's 35 other people I need to go help. Fuck off, all right? I'm busy.
Well, and that's what the GM was telling me, that the closing manager I'm always with loves me, absolutely loves me, because of how hard I actually work to like maintain that store while she's doing everything else and not interacting with the public at all.
Yeah.
And that means running the register and covering the entire store.
Which is nuts.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely bonkers. It's like a fast food joint who's like, nah, this can be totally run by one person. I'm like, does that person have octopus arms? Because no. You can't cook, take orders at a drive-thru, take orders at a register, clean. Like, you can't do all these things as one person.
Sorry, I was just watching the Fallen Order videos. Like, it looks okay, but stop retconning stuff.
I'm sorry, retconning what? Who, what, where?
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh, yeah.
Looks quite good.
Now, see, there is a good definition of retcon. Everything that is Star Wars right now.
Well, let's be fair about this. To be perfectly honest, when you consider the fact that Disney basically went, yeah, anything that was not outside that was outside the films is now completely fucking non-canon. It doesn't exist.
Yep.
And
So now they have to retcon a ton of stuff. Yeah.
well, it's not so much retcon a ton of stuff, but this is retcon that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Because they've got we've still the Sol Guerrera, which is fine. He appears in Rogue One and he appears in fucking Rebel series, and he's actually a legitimized character from the Resistance Orders, not a
right.
problem. But now they've got yet another fucking Jedi survivor of Purge, and you're attempting to rebuild the Jedi Order before. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I know that some of the Jedi from the extended universe survived Purge.
Oh yeah.
And I know that there were a lot more survivors than people gave credit for.
Well, yeah, that was one of the things I actually enjoyed about the Rebel series, like the fact that they brought Ahsoka back, and I was like, yeah, no, that makes sense. She wasn't a Jedi when Order 66 happened.
Yeah.
She had left the Jedi Order and was just like, I'm out. Screw this. You guys are not for me. You guys are a bunch of backstabbing assholes. So like the fact that
like Asajj like left too, right?
Yeah, Asajj also left. Like a lot of people, there's a ton of survivors because there's people who left the Jedi Order because they were not happy with the path the Jedi Order was taking during that conflict. And so yeah, no, I agree with you. There's tons of them. But I loved what they did with Ahsoka, because her coming back to train the kid was cool. And then the way they ended it with her trapped in a goddamn force pyramid with Darth Vader, I'm like, oh.
Well, the fact that, well, as I say, she survived it. Because the end sequence of Rebels is basically her going
I hadn't seen it yet, thanks. No, I'm kidding, you're fine.
The end of it is her going to search for somebody.
Right.
No more spoilers than that. But she does survive it.
Right. I mean, I would find that's a situation where I would find it hard for Anakin to try and kill Ahsoka. Not because he couldn't, but because it's Ahsoka. It's literally the person the closest to his psyche.
Actually, it was actually harder for her when she realised that that Vader is Anakin.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, I'm sure that would have fucked with her too. Yeah. Where is the conduit? It's that way.
Well, I'm just looking at the stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Jedi Fallen Order stuff looks really good. It's just.
Oh, are you talking? Are you talking in the in SWTOR?
No.
Oh, okay, because I'm sorry, you said Fallen Order, and that was one of their recent updates. Was the Fallen Order?
Yeah. This is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh, the new movie.
No, not the new movie. This is the new game that's coming out in.
The game. I'm sorry. Look, I don't keep track of Star Wars stuff anymore since Disney, so yeah, that makes sense.
As I said, this one actually doesn't look too bad. Don't get me wrong, don't start me on Battlefront games because they annoy the shit out of me. At least the second one had a storyline to it.
Well, yeah, the first one was just all multiplayer, yeah.
The second one, the storyline wasn't too bad, and it was a very good attempt at bridging between the end of Star Wars 6 into 7. It kind of puts in some of the gap fillers about the fact that these are Empire holdouts that have gone off and done so and so and so and so.
Right.
I get that, it's cool. That's fine. The storyline for that was actually kind of, yeah, it's not too bad, but it's still been a badly made Battlefront game for the rest of it. The storyline actually.
Yeah.
So, but this actually looks really good. It doesn't look.
That
like
guy had a comb.
Interesting. But it doesn't look like the. So I mean, it's supposed to be a Star Wars RPG come out, and I'm wondering if this is the rebastardized Star Wars RPG that they put in.
Oh, it's it is actually that I remember. That is correct. They're using the stuff from, what was it, The one that EA canceled just before Disney bought it out.
No. I think this is about the 13.
Yeah.
That was cancelled ages ago. They're not reusing the assets from that.
So they're I saw something that they're trying to do. They're trying to use it or revive it maybe.
So when Disney bought out Star Wars, and
People going through the conduit.
And the Star Wars games rights were given to EA.
Well, that
EA
guy's going through it.
They were going to do the Battlefront games, and they were going to do a Star Wars RPG.
Oh, okay.
And the Star Wars RPG got put back in favour of the Battlefront, and then it got put back again in favour of Battlefront 2, and then this one's been announced, and I'm like, this is more like Dark Forces feel to it.
Oh, nice.
It's got more of that kind of feel to it, like they're not quite RPG, it's more like an RPG on rails.
Oh, I gotcha.
So it still has elements of that, but it feels more like it's more like a fucking Call of Duty storyline where you're following through a fixed fucking storyline.
Right.
Rather than an RPG with choices kind of thing.
Rather than a BioWare RPG. Yeah.
Well, don't get me wrong, some of the BioWare RPGs are effectively RPGs on rails. Yes, you've got choices of routes to get to the end point, but...
I mean, look, every game is on rails.
Yeah,
or you'll never play it. Unless we're talking about Elder Scrolls, and then, well, Elder Scrolls doesn't count.
Elder Scrolls is still on rails.
Yeah, well, the rails are there. You don't have to stay on them.
No, true. Don't get me wrong. It's quite a few games.
Which I think is the best way to do that. I think you do a game it's on rails, but they don't have to stay on them.
Yeah. Or you give enough.
That's why Elder Scrolls is so damn popular, because you don't have to do the thing.
Yeah, I was to say that was the thing. Is you got to spend fucking months, weeks, years just doing other stuff and ignoring the main storyline.
Yeah, just let the world go to shit.
Which is fine, and don't get me wrong, I liked don't get me wrong, it's like same with KOTOR and stuff like that, was the fact that yes, it was on rails, yes, you had gateway bits where you had to complete X bit before you could progress on and go off and random side stuff. That didn't bother so much because it was done well enough that you had enough choices and you didn't feel like you were on the rails all the time.
Yeah.
I think the only one that I ever felt really good for that was the original the first two Deus Exes, where there was a storyline, yes, you had to follow through the storyline, but the way that they did the railings, the fact that you could approach the game in so many different ways, each different time you played it, that did I want to kill my way through to X, or did I want to stealth my way through the X, or talk my way through the X? That was really good. And then Mankind Divided came out, which graphically, gameplay-wise, story-wise was not bad. They just went into this, we're not going to kill people, we'll penalise the shit out of people for these bloody flashes. It's like, no. This is not right. That was my only downside to that game.
I haven't played Mankind Divided. I played the other one. I haven't played that one. But that's okay. I understand what you're saying. They took the stuff away. I just got killed by little minions.
They still have the lethal options. So basically, you basically got like half the XP, unless you did the non-lethal options. It's like, no.
Yeah, that's jacked up. That's what made it so fun. Like, I have screenshots of me sitting in a vent outside of a boss room just killing all the guards. Just sucking them to the vent and tasing them all. Like, what? Why is Bob dead over there? Oh god, my ankle. I'm being electrocuted. Like, yeah. I'm in the vent. There's a scary vent monster. Don't go near that vent. This is a situation where in the game you've created like this weird. There's now this weird myth about this one specific vent in an entire facility. They're like, nah. A couple years ago, like 30 people were found dead there. They were all trying to look inside a vent and die. But no, I mentioned the retcon thing because a lot of people have been using the term improperly recently, and it drives me nuts. Like, there has to be an established thing that in order for retcon to be used. Like, you can't retcon stuff that didn't have a story, you know?
Yeah,
which is like people are doing that with Space Mom specifically right now. They're like, oh, they're doing all these retcons with Space Mom. I'm like, no, they're not. She didn't really have a story to start with. Like, the whole game was without story. Therefore, it's not a retcon. It's, hey, we finally have time and money, so we're gonna give her her backstory now.
She had some story elements.
Yeah, there was an idea.
There was little bits and pieces. There was kind of the Space Mom guiding the Tenno off to do so and so.
But it was very vague. It was all very, very vague.
Oh yeah, it was vague as shit. So they can't say that it was retcon. Retcon is where you have something like so Star Trek, where you've got a definitive timeline in history where they've done so and so. So the original series, the Next Generation, DS9, Voyager, and then so there was never. So for example, let's take the new series. There was never a mention ever of Spock having a sister.
Yes, correct.
So they introduce the new Star Trek. It's actually not a bad series. I know some people don't like it. I liked it. I thought it was quite cleverly done across the species.
Right.
But what they did was they did the 2 seasons up to the end of it, and they made it so that basically they retconned her in, and they've retconned her back out, and legitimately retconned in and retconned out. So
they just went back and forth on it.
Well, no, they didn't. What they've done is the fact that they've created this thing where they know that this ship has X on board it, which they cannot let loose. So it's been sent so far into the future that this paradoxical event will never happen. Basically.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. I understand.
So what they've said is the fact that the response is that the ship was destroyed with all hands. And because of what was on board it, what was involved, we're not going to talk about it. So hence the fact that Starfleet basically setting the regulations, ships destroyed, lost with all hands, and we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah, we're done. We're not going to talk about it anymore. It's over.
Which kills off and then clears up why the sister is never mentioned by Spock at all.
Right, because he's not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, so it solves the problem. I mean, Star Trek's done it as well. It's Kelvin Tower, where they basically said, right, okay, well, what we've done is we've gone back in time. We've created an alternative Kirk timeline where you've got 2 Spocks at once.
Right.
But where it's like, well, no. What we've done is we've created this entirely separate timeline called the Kelvin timeline. And it runs parallel, which again makes sense.
Yeah. No, I agree. Oh god, the Void Trader's here? I didn't even notice. Shit.
But yeah, it's considered a separate, an entirely separate timeline. And
yeah, okay.
So even to the point where if you actually go and have a look at the Star Trek Online, for example, after the Kelvin timeline came out, it specifically states in there that the Kelvin timeline is an entirely separate time stream.
Yeah, it's a whole separate entity, yeah.
Which is one way of getting around retcon issues.
Yes, no, Star Trek is pretty good about that, to be fair.
Well, yes. To be perfectly honest, they've always been very, very good with it.
Yeah, they've had lots of time to become experts. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's a skin.
It's not as if they haven't stolen the shit of concepts out of other things.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I mean, Star Trek Deep Space Nine was a fucking rip from another fucking show anyway.
Yep. Doesn't change how
so well.
they did do a very good job though. It doesn't change how good it was.
The original was better.
True.
Was
That's
what?
the original was better. He's not wrong.
I'm trying to think of the name of the name of the show now. Actually,
Was it Babylon 5?
yeah, Babylon 5
Okay.
is effectively was the precursor to Deep Space Nine, because if you actually look, apart from a handful of very small things,
Man, I'm out. Wow. Okay.
the next generation never really had seasonic content. They had odd little bits that would crop up again later on, and bits and pieces, but it was never built seasonally. I mean,
Right.
for fuck's sakes,
Yeah.
Deep Space Nine is basically the first people that ever actually did what Deep Space Nine was to do. Was that you do realise that all of Deep Space Nine's content was actually written before it ever aired. They had to change it for season 2 because they had to change certain characters out. But the whole of Deep Space Nine, the whole story arcs were all pre-planned. The character development, the way it was going to end, what was going to happen as they went through was
Go look over here real quick, hold on.
predefined. The only other game that's ever come anywhere near that, or the only other TV series that's ever come anywhere near that, was actually Game of Thrones.
Huh.
And that was only so much because they had 4 or 5 seasons worth of stuff already
Like
pre-planned.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like no other show had done that. But basically, yeah, Deep Space Nine was a rip from Babylon 5. It's just it had Deep Space Nine had the Star Trek.
Man, you're making me want to go play Star Trek Online. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You're making me want to install a game and look at my pretty obelisk ship, and more importantly, see if I'm still a part of the queue.
Oh yeah.
That I mentioned that earlier, man, because it's for me. It was I have that screenshot because it was a completely random thing. I was just flying through, fucking. I was just flying through. I think I was in. Where was I? I think I was in the Delta Quadrant. I was just flying through, just chilling on my way to a mission, and got a random clan invite to the queue. I got the queue continuum was just like, "What's up? We want you to join." I was like, "Sure, I'll become an almighty omnipotent being. Why not?" Like as soon as it popped up, I was like, "Is this for real? Is this a thing? Is this like game related?" I was like, "No, these are players. Holy shit!" The answer is yes. I wonder if I'm still even like that's my thing. I'm like, did they kick me out? Am I still there? Because I climbed. I played that game passively, so it was one of those I jumped in and played every now and then, and still with that managed to climb up to like the 3rd in command for the guild without doing anything. Just log in, build some stuff, leave. But yeah, no, I just like now all this Star Trek talk makes me want to go look and see.
Yeah, as I said, so that was one series that's done it. There's been quite a few places to retcon, but Star Wars there's been quite a bit of it since Disney took over. But you can't. One thing I can say is that at least with Disney, is yes, they said, yeah, we're not going to utilise X, Y, Z or whatever it is from the extended universe.
Right.
They still rob the shit out of the extended universe. Because there's an awful lot of stuff that's popped up in their films which is based off of stuff that was in the extended universe.
Oh yeah, no, like J.J. Abrams 100% went and looked at the EU. Like he would have been a fool not to not go look at other people's ideas that have been here and the fans love for ages and ages. Like any director or writer would be stupid to not look at all that reference material. Yes, I agree with you. Like Disney said, this is not canon, but that doesn't mean you can't go look.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you
exactly.
can't now make it canon.
Yeah, as I say, well, you have a look at Rogue One. If you actually look at the origin stuff for Han Solo, in Han Solo's origin stuff, it actually shows you the people, or you get introduced to the people that basically are part of the resistance groups that do the raiding for the Death Star maps.
Yeah.
Yes, they've changed it round to being the daughter of one of the designers.
Whoops.
Yes, they've changed certain bits and pieces around.
Navigation.
But they borrowed enough of the original information
Printer has come
out
alive.
there to actually make it almost legitimately follow that system along. Like, for example, it was a woman that led the raid to steal the Death Star plans.
Right.
It was passed from group to group until it got to Leia. They've done it slightly differently, but the actual whole premise is there.
The whole premise is the same, yeah. Whoops.
It follows, right. And what I did like was the fact that they actually also tied in the animated series into Rogue One.
Oh yeah, they did, yeah.
Where you see the ghost, the ghost in the background in on Yavin 4. You also see
Where did they spawn me in? What are they doing? You know what? I don't care. I'm here for my own mission. Fuck them.
I gotta ask. So this is something that I've always pointed out because I feel like it subscribes to my theory that Vader is intentionally leading these main characters so that they can overthrow the Emperor.
Home again.
Is that right at the end of?
Most of the old
Okay,
SU
everybody's seen Rogue
never
One,
made it
right?
out.
I'm assuming. I don't want to spoil it.
Legs' folks. And
Oh, these guys are about to kill the. Oh,
it broke
these
through
guys are
them.
about to kill the exploiter orb.
We've all tried getting through to her, but
It's
she
been out long
insists
enough.
they
This
never
won't ruin it.
existed.
Well, right at the end,
Zoo?
the Bothans have the plans, and Vader's there, and they're like, and he's cutting them down with a saber. And I'm just looking at it going, and the guy's like handing off the plans like through a little gap in the door, like take it and run. I'm like, why didn't Vader just force grab the plans?
Right.
Because so it's theoretically yes. However, like anything else, if you actually have a look at the scene where he's going down the corridor, he's got fucking a whole pile of guys fucking shooting at him, and it takes this is the thing, they're not fucking omnipotent, they're not so-and-so, so he still has to fucking use his force premonition and skills to block all that blaster fire.
Right.
And whilst he's wading his way through them. So there is effectively a limitation to how much they can actually do.
Right. No, I get that.
And no, Vader's character is done differently to that throughout. Vader has his own motivations.
Wait, do I have this set up to do cold damage? Should be cold damage, right? Nope, apparently not. Shit.
So Vader actually follows in the traditional Sith line, which is basically if you want to.
I'm gonna let those guys go kill the exploder orb. Oh, damn.
Sorry, repeat that, Mana?
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay.
So basically, in all the way through in the Star Wars storyline is the fact that effectively once Anakin
Marana.
gets to the Sith side, is the fact that he follows that Sith mentality of the Rule of Two, which is the fact that the apprentice basically seeks to overthrow the master. And that's effectively what he does all the way through. So his motivation is self.
Right. Well, that's why the theory is that at a certain point in the story, he learns that he has a son, and that son is Luke, and that he's trying to build up Luke to help him overthrow the Emperor.
That's not theory. That's a fact. It's mentioned in more than a few places.
Okay.
and
Okay.
the
So
fact
that is.
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
That
Like,
is
that's
okay. So that is now okay. Because I heard about this like 10 years ago. We were theorizing this. So.
yeah, no, that's 100% fact. It's mentioned in the movies.
It's mentioned in the films.
Yeah,
Okay.
like he straight up tells Luke to his face, like, join me and we can overthrow the Emperor, and like, there's a whole monologue.
Right.
Oh God, I keep forgetting.
I'll be right back, guys.
Koi. Okay. You can take that plate with you, by the way. Or not. You don't have to. You alright? I don't see your phone. Come back here. Come back here, drives. I want... Come back, coil drives. Probably, yes. As would most of us. Most of us would lose our brains if it wasn't attached to our persons. There we go. Now we're getting kills for cold damage. I had magnetic on it last time. Magnetic does not count. You add a little bit of lightning to the scenario, and suddenly they're like, "That's not cold damage. It doesn't count." Like, I'm still using ice. Come on.
I feel like it should proc all three.
Yeah, right. Ice,
But
lightning, and
sometimes
magnetic.
Well, that's and what I mean by that is that like it'll have a chance to proc one of the three. You know.
Yeah, then we're back to the old school stuff. That didn't work out very well.
Oh, so they already tried that theory?
Yeah, that's the way it used to work. Like, you could combine the damages, and they wouldn't always proc. It would proc. Sometimes it would proc the. Let's take this for example. Take the Ignis. I think the Ignis is probably still one of the only weapons that still does this. My Ignis is set up to do gas damage. It'll still do fire damage. It still counts as heat. And it still counts as the other one, the viral. So like, I can just, when I have the heat challenge or the gas challenge or even the toxic challenge, I can just take the Ignis and just go. Because it'll proc all three. It'll proc all three of the elements all the time, despite the fact that it's not supposed to. It's not supposed to do that. It's only supposed to proc the gas, but it doesn't. I think it's the only weapon left that still does that. Which, you know, kind of makes sense. It's flamethrower. Ow, that hurt my face. I'm gonna just kind of come back here, put down these totems. Don't mind me. I'm just setting up a little shrine. Pick up my babies. Pick up my babies. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Are there faster ways to get your 150 kills? Of course there is. Is it as fun? No. I like just roll. It's like, do cold damage. Cool, I'm gonna go to the Orb Valis and just kind of float around. Float around, kill bad guys, do some stuff. Gives me a reason to come here. Other than, you know, grinding in a circle for 30 minutes. Which I still need to go back and do. I need to go do that some more. Go to the Temple of Prophet and grind around the well. Just get all the what's it called? The reputation for the stupid vent kids. I wish they'd have done more with that, honestly.
I'm back, shut up.
Welcome back. You're fine.
Yeah, so best example I can think of for retcon, an example of retcon that had to be done was Battletech itself.
Oh yeah.
To the fact that when they first dropped the clans and how the clans were technology based. I mean, okay, so Wolf, have you played the Battletech game?
No.
The recent one.
No, he hasn't played
No.
it.
And I don't really know much of the lore. You guys say all these names and I nod in agreement.
Okay, so in Battletech, okay, so a little bit of the 30-second quick and dirty history. So humanity advances in space, discovers space travel, eventually discovers faster than light communications technology, but like anything else, because the universe is so fucking big, like anything else, human entities basically fracture, split, basically become their own entities. Leads to a fair amount of warfare between groups. Eventually, one faction basically creates a interstellar group where all the others agreed to work with each other, which became the Stargate. Golden Age technology for humanity because they're now working together and everything else. But like anything else, people want power. Results in civil war, coup, species, and that fractures the unity.
And then we fall back down to the base houses.
Yeah, so at that point,
The houses
basically-
existed before, but now they unified, did the Star League, and then Civil War, and now
Yeah.
we're back to the base houses.
So when the split, by the end of the Civil War, the group that basically held the others together were all dead. So the Star League, basically what was left of it, ended up split into two primary factions. One is the Comstar, as it comes to be later on, and the other one is the Star League Defense Force, which basically just fought a fucking 10-15-year war. And they went, yeah, we've had enough of this shit, especially with the way that all the great houses were now trying to become the Star League, the First Lord of the Star League. So they basically fled.
Yeah,
So
and they became the clans later.
Yeah, so now, but the problem was is that when they fucked off, they took a lot of the technical expertise, scientists.
They took all the SLDF shit with them, as much as they could carry.
Well, as much as they could take, and they fucked off. Now, their journey and their own things is a separate entity, and it's their own, and they have their own problems, but not to the same extent as the Spear does. So now you've got basically 5 primary factions and a handful of smaller periphery states that basically all want to be in charge. So they basically go into the total war mindset. Problem is that because it's total warfare, they're destroying everything in sight, basically backslide themselves technologically wise.
This is basically, he's explaining what the Succession Wars are, essentially.
Yeah, so they have basically 3 of them that wiped their technology level back to basically early days of before the Star League formed, minus a handful of little bits. To the point of that when in the Battletech game there's a bit which is highly entertaining for me, which is when you step out of a Star League Brian cache with 4 Star League era mechs. The fucking bad guys who happen to outnumber you by about 6-1 shit a brick, because it's like, holy fuck, Star League mechs, run away sort of thing. And your 4 mechs will basically quite happily chew through the 20 odd enemy mechs on the map.
And they did indeed send about that many at you. We did that mission.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
You just stand, because that's that mission, Wolf, where I got the Gauss rifle.
Oh.
Because you walk out with a Highlander with a Gauss rifle, and they're like, wait, what? Like,
Yeah,
wait,
sorry.
that was a railgun. Yeah, you fucked now.
Yeah, but and this is the whole point, was the fact that the technology base that they had dropped back to basically didn't have all this stuff. So it's like, okay, right.
That poor Jenner.
And then then the clans. So now the SLDF, they basically fucked off into deep space, found themselves somewhere to live, and then basically had exactly the same issue as the Spear. Because as soon as the
As soon as they got where they wanted to be, the same people in charge had really like, well, I should be in charge, and then I should be in charge.
It wasn't so much.
It wasn't as bad as the Inner Sphere. They were at least more amicable about it.
Well, it wasn't so much that. It was fine up until basically Nicholas Kerensky, Alexander Kerensky.
I was going to say it was Alex, yeah.
Alexander Kerensky, who was basically the hero of the SLDF war, or basically the Imahso coup. When he died, basically his personal leadership held everybody together. When he died, it basically fell apart. Basically, people basically went back to
yeah, there was nobody to keep the people from squabbling anymore.
Yeah, so it went back to people basically going back to their national and racial heritages. Differences between the clans is the fact that there was a second exodus. The son of Kerensky basically took a handful of people and he created this system, which basically created artificial conflict under specific. Basically, humans can't live without competition. We can't. We need competition.
He understood that, yeah.
Yeah, so what he did, he sets up a system where there is competition between a number of different factions, but it's ritualized, it's stylized, and it's controlled.
And thus we end up with the clans and their trials of succession.
Yeah, I was to say, so they basically use everything, they set everything up as trials because they've got limited resources and everything else. It's all about
the strongest survive, and
yeah, so it's all about
like that like where in like the Inner Sphere, Wolf, if you ranked up, it acted like a normal military. Congratulations, you've earned enough commendations, here's your new rank. In the clans, you want to rank up, you have to kill the guy ahead of you. Right. You have to prove you're better than that guy by killing him.
Yeah, not just that, but it's also the fact that the way they deal with warfare for resources, technology, everything else. But at the same time, because
somebody's board is here.
Because of the fact that they only have a limited number of combat bits and pieces, they're interceding warfare. It basically means that they start from height of Starly technology levels and keep developing.
Yep.
So when they introduced the clans to the BattleTech universe, they dropped the clans in the BattleTech universe. Basically, they had SLDF technology plus. So they had the Omnipod systems, the XL lightweight engines that didn't fucking work with the outside torso. It was compartmentalized. Everything had case because it was well built. So on and so forth, which basically meant that as soon as you introduced it to fucking versus the traditional BattleTech at the time, was that you could effectively take a single clan mech
and wipe the floor,
wipe out a company with a single clan mech, and it basically disembarked the game so heavily that they had to retcon the lore by basically saying, don't get me wrong, they had introduced little bits and pieces of Starly technology, basically saying that they find caches, data cores and stuff like this. But it was very rare that those bits showed up, so the technology was extremely finite limited.
Right.
Which BattleTech, the new game, does quite well in the fact that yes, you can get this technology, it's just an absolute swat to find.
Yeah, it's super fucking hard. But they also did a good job with setting up, because the clans turned into this essentially this tribal and very ritualistic system. They acted that way for centuries prior to them finally deciding we want to go back to Terra. And in doing that, in that decision process and in that whole ideal, they came to the point to where they couldn't just show up and declare war. They created this ritual so hardcore that they gave the Inner Sphere warning. They're like, we're coming home. And
no.
Yeah, I mean, more or less.
Kind of.
Well, their fighting was still the same way, where it was just like, you know, it's one-on-one combat, blah blah blah. Innersphere don't play that shit.
Yeah, Innersphere was still basically the old-fashioned.
Yeah, they're guerrilla tactics and warfare, and honestly, that's why, for the most part, every time the clans showed up, they can't break their words of honor. It's too ingrained in the system. They can't do it. They can do other cheeky things. Don't get me wrong, and they got to that point. Like, you get to that point later, during some of the invasion stuff, but like, for the most part, there's no way for the clans to deal with that nonsense. It was one of those, you just have to hope that the Innersphere is like, yeah, sure, we'll do it. And a lot of houses did, and those houses died very quickly.
I was to say the problem with
those houses were like, sure, our pilots are better than yours. And then Comstar got wise to what was happening, and Comstar was like, nah.
Comstar actually initially fucking it actually read all the law bits and pieces, had no intention of getting involved.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. They didn't have any intentions, and then they realized the clans were going to come for them too.
Well, they realised that basically that once they actually fully understood the plan's system, they realised that the Comstar would not be kept as it would be the neutral power base that it had been.
Yep.
Because Comstar itself, nobody fucked with Comstar. Nobody knew up until something like 3025 that the Comstar actually had a functioning military. And a very well-equipped functioning military, because all their technology base was still at LSFD technology base.
Yep.
They basically rebuilt the tech base and then kept it to themselves.
Yep.
So they basically had a fully functional Starleague era army compared to all the other houses, which then pissed the other houses off when they find out. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, nobody's got a leg to stand on because when
Comstar showed up on the battlefield and decided to actually do stuff, people were like, "What the fuck is this? Where have you been hiding it?" And at the same time, they're like, "We are mad but can't do shit."
It wasn't so much that the great houses became aware of the Comguard before the clan invasions.
Yeah.
At the same time, nobody wanted to go to war. Nobody wanted to fuck with Comstar because they can completely control interstellar communications.
Yep.
They literally control faster than light communications for the whole of the Innersphere. So nobody can actually fucking go against them because, hey ho, you don't want to go. If somebody completely, it's like in today's day and age with information warfare. You're talking about the fact that this is now solar systems, galaxies. You've got hundreds of planets under your control. Need resources moved about, communications to transfer about.
Yeah.
Comstar doesn't like you. They interdict your communications and stop you from communicating. Yours doesn't take very long for a fucking system to fall apart.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. That and the clans started doing that same shit. Where one of the first things they would take out when they took over a planet was communications. They're like, let's separate this from everybody else.
Which, unfortunately, once Comstar realised that these guys are actually fucking, they have got SLDF technology, because the clans could rebuild HPGs themselves, and the only people who could rebuild HPGs in the Battletech universe in the Innersphere was Comstar. They were the only ones with the technology, which scared the shit out of them.
Oh yeah. As soon as I figured that's when they stepped into the fight, because they were just like, shit.
Well, it's not just that, it's also the fact that the faction that turns out later, the Word of Blake element of...
Oh, yeah.
So the other part was the fact that, so Jerome Blake was the Minister of Communications in the Starleague when it fell apart. He basically turned Comstar into a independent entity, took control of Earth, said basically real control of the HPGs will remain neutral, nobody won't involve ourselves in politics. It became a quasi-religious organisation, and the large elements of it basically thought that Comstar would basically become the new Starleague.
Yeah.
which was why once the fucking inner sphere powers basically create the Starleague to kill off one of the clan factions, word of Blake pops up.
Yeah, no, that is the case. No, I want to leave.
They had to retcon the story quite significantly.
They did, yeah, no, they did. They retconned a lot of the BattleTech stuff because a lot of it was, like he said, partly because when they introduced clan tech into the board game, it was super overpowered and broken, and they had to give a way for the clans or the Inner Sphere to be able to use the tech too, or to have something significant but had its own disadvantages. Because, I mean, like, that's when the clans end up with double heat sinks on the regular, but the double heat sinks, instead of, you know, taking up the same slot amount, they end up taking up twice as many. They weigh the same, but they take up more space and blah, blah, blah. And it's a good system. And actually, like, they did a good job. Like, their retcon was actually very, very well played. And you know, since FASA has fallen off and they've had to go do their own thing, when they came back as Harebrained Schemes to do the same thing, any of the retcons they've made since then, they've had decades to think about. And it was significantly nicer in terms of the gameplay. It's like, oh, this is nice. I'm okay with this. What do you do? What is this guy? I feel like this guy's just Spider-Man walking around. What are you doing? What are you doing, Nidus? What is he doing? What is this shit?
I feel like he knows he's doing it too.
I feel like he's glitched out and he doesn't know why he's glitched out. Like, I don't know if he knows he's glitched, but he's definitely glitched. I have to squish it. Kill it. Kill it with fire. Oh no, you bastard. He stepped out and reset the timer. Don't do that to me, man. I'm trying to leave. There you go. Just be calm. Be calm. He has calmed down. He's no longer spider walking. We're not doing a weird Spider-Man walk at us anymore. Do 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 do. And there we go. 15 seconds. 15 seconds. Don't reset. Don't do it. Don't you reset the timer. Don't you reset the timer. There we go. All right, good. Thank you. Suck them all out of the mission. Like, I'm done. I'm done with the nonsense. There we go. I don't know what they were... Oh, they were hunting, weren't they? I was like, wow, I don't know what they were doing, but I got 80% of the damage, apparently. That guy was mad. The New York god there, he's got angry because we yanked him out of a thing. He got yanked out of a hunt. Well, that's what happens, though. That's what happens. This is why they fixed the whole your ability to leave on their own. Apparently, they haven't done it properly for Fortuna or Cetus yet, but you can just go to the exit, and it'll start the timer and let you leave on your own without pulling the rest of the party out. For that exact reason. So nonsense like that won't happen. Because it bothers people. It bothers them. It bothers them. But we're going to call it a day right there. We'll be back on Tuesday with more Final Fantasy 1. So those of you who missed last night's stream and didn't get to see all of our fun shenanigans with Final Fantasy 1, we'll see you on Tuesday for some more. We have to go... we just got the Mystic Key, so we're going to have to go do some backtracking, just a little bit of backtracking to go open up a bunch of chests and get some cool equipment before we progress on to the Earth Cave and actually get our first Orb of Light. But yeah, that'll be on Tuesday. But I'm going to go stand up, walk around, and enjoy the rest of my weekend. I hope you guys do the same thing, and we'll see you guys on Tuesday. Y'all have a lovely night. Bye.
Operator, were you...